welcome everybody to our first ever Christmas one-shot. That we had the Winter's Light. Yay! Christmas! Woo! Awesome. Welcome in, chat, and hi to all of you. I hope you're having a lovely day in this beginning of December. As you can see, we're very Christmassy already here. So before we begin, there are a couple of things that we must address and that we must go through. So number one is that the starting soon screen you saw was made by Estera. He did that. He's in chat. You can tag him. Pretty sick. PogChamp, it looked amazing. Thank you very much for that. Second is that the overlay you're looking at right now was made by Fish. She's right there next to me. Clap, PogChamp, thank you. That's pretty cool. We look very Christmassy, and we have a little gingerbread knight there, say, with a smiley face. Now, after that, this is going to be at heart a Christmas story, and you guys might notice a few differences from how we usually run it, although you might not. It's a very slight difference. This is my first time doing something like this, and I would like to thank the players for accepting this challenge. Their characters were created with having in mind that these would be the heroes of children, and so they're going to, hence you seeing, for example, Trish's character being drawn in crayons. That was he did that. He did his own art for his character, as he always does, and it's really funny. You'll get to know him later. Anyway, moving on past that, let us introduce everybody here on the table. Let's go around everybody. We don't have any new players this time. You guys already should know everyone that's over here at the virtual tabletop that we're playing in. But yeah, let's move along the table, starting with Mizzy. Who are you? What do you do, Rudolph?
Hi, I'm Mizzy. I stream sometimes, and you can find me on MizzyPeasy, twitch.tv/MizzyPeasy. Am I supposed to say who am I going to be playing?
No, that's later.
Okay.
That's later.
Okay. And yeah, I'm very fun. Okay.
We can tell by your shiny red nose. You look great. All right, you guys have the links in the chat, by the way, if you want to follow. Then let's move on to Fish, the overlay maker.
I'm Fish. I'm a streamer. Yes. Thank you.
She's a streamer, yes, and an overlay maker. Thank you. Now let's move on down under me to Tresh Tunes.
Tresh. I draw and I play games on Twitch, and I'm running my D&D campaign as well over on YouTube right now. Lost Minds of Phandelver.
He is Tresh Tunes everywhere, on every single platform. You just have to type his name and you will find him. If you don't, you're an idiot. And then, next to Tresh, our resident cat enjoyer player, no longer this time. Hello, Mick. Could you please introduce yourself?
I'm Mick, the Slick Mick on every platform. I play games also on Twitch. Yeah, I like playing cats on D&D apparently. My new hobby.
Except this time, he is very different from a cat. But yes, you can find him hunting shinies. You finished all of the shinies already, right? And Pokemon.
Well, not all of them, but a couple of them, yeah.
All right. Well,
I like the new Pokemon.
He's weird. And then moving finally to Hermie, who you have seen in the previous one-shot. Hermie, please introduce yourself.
Hello, I'm Hermie. I am a human being who used to stream and make YouTube videos in the distant past. I now am mostly asleep. I would say awake, but to be fair, I sleep like 10 plus hours a day, so I'm mostly asleep. Otherwise, I'm just invading other people's streams, like this one.
All right. Well, there you go. Yeah, you can find her Twitch channel there. On her Twitch channel, we have all of her socials as well. yeah, that was it. Those are the introductions. I believe now we can move on to the story, to the Christmas story that we're going to tell here today, which is most definitely going to go really well, Prage. All right. Is everybody ready?
Yes.
Yep.
Sure.
All right. Let me make sure volumes are fine. Volumes are fine. All right. Let us begin, my friends. It is a cold winter night in the town of Clackerson. The warm orange light coming from the windows of the small wooden houses and cottages contrasts with the white of the snow that covers the roofs, trees, and gardens of this place. The people are out and about, covered in furs and in thick leathers, some clearing the roads, others carrying wood, or even that night's dinner, as it is the night of the winter's light, where a show of beautiful aurora appears in the skies. Clackerson is surrounded by woods and mountains. The environment is harsh, and there are many dangers outside of town, so the people are pretty close to one another, and everybody knows everybody. No one leaves town alone for any purpose. It also receives quite a few travelers coming from Dawn Harbor, looking to cross the mountain range into Dusk Valley, and serves both as resting place and as replenishment of any resources they need to continue their travels. In the Inn of the Crawling Pup is where we find tonight's adventurers. A night that marks the gathering of families and reforging of old bonds will serve as the stage to these daring mavericks and their mission to save the winter's light. They gather at a table close to the hearth, surrounded by song, by carols, by warm stews and fresh pastries, and with their hearts and bellies full, but with a lot of time to pass before the lights are possible to see. Now, if you could please introduce your characters and tell us who these knights are, starting with Mizzy. Tell us about your character.
So my character is Snowbell.
Yes.
And she is a sorcerer of wild magic. Is that how you say it?
Yes, yes.
So every time she casts a spell, she has to roll a dice to see what happens to herself or the group, or someone in the group. She has a very friendly face. She's friendly. Kind of blonde, orange hair with very Christmassy clothes. A white dress, very large, and a neck collar. I think it's blue. I don't remember. It doesn't
is
matter.
fine.
And yeah, her personality is very friendly, and she's here to save the light.
All right, and guys, I will have you know that Mizzy made or edited the whole list of effects for the wild magic things for the sorcerer to have more Christmassy stuff. So if it happens, it's she made it, or she.
That's a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, those are a lot of effects. All right, let's move on to another character. Let's move on to Zelda. Fish, please introduce your character.
My character is Zelda. She loves animals and dragons. She's extremely friendly and wants to help everyone, unless if they want to harm any type of animal, then she will harm them instead. And she has a very pretty dress and a very cute cape, and she fights with a slingshot. She's a ranger, and she goes pew pew pew.
All right, Slingshot Ranger, very good. Well, Zelda's going to be here joining Snow and the rest of the gang with a slingshot, which is obviously the best adventuring weapon you could ever have. Very, very efficient. Moving on to our swole Gigante. Please, Trash, introduce your character.
So Onion asked us to make characters based on what we thought was cool when we were kids. So for me, you know, Gigante was created with that in mind. He's a goblin ranger, full of muscles. Doesn't wear shirts so he can show his muscles. He has a cool gold earring. And and he uses a PVC pipe to shoot olives. That's his weapon. And he's a ranger, a Beastmaster ranger, with his pet Rufus, which is technically a pug, but the size of a wolf. That it's his best friend, and it helps him in his hunts, and whatever he hunts.
All right, I guess I'm gonna be playing Rufus tonight, which is gonna be interesting. I'll have to clog up my nose a little bit for it. Anyway, we have Gigante sitting swole at the table. Let us move on to you, Mick. Who's your character?
Also in the vein of characters that could be created by a child, we have a Dragonborn Bard that is suspiciously named after an artist that could maybe be found on a car radio while mom is picking you up from school. He loves to play the flute, he loves to sing. He is adorned in a blue and brown vests, typical of an entertainer. And that's as much as young Mick could come up with a personality. He is a cool dragon and he likes to sing and play instrument.
All right, we're gonna see Mick play the flute today, in his Dragon Bard. Anyway, let's move on. Last but not least, please, Hermie, introduce your character.
My character is Brylee Stonebeam. She is a gnome, and my dream from childhood is a magical anime girl mashed together with Hermione Granger, so she's a little bit of a brat. She's that annoying character that is like a little bit snooty and you just want to smack her shut, but she's also helpful, and the good thing about her is she gets to turn into cute animals all the time if she wants to.
All right, there we go.
She's a druid. And I don't need a weapon, but I carry one of those dollar store magical wand things just for show.
Okay, wait, I have one. I have a wand here.
Yay!
Is it sort of like
it's
this?
Not that kind, no, because I would also have one of those. But it's
the same. Is it a pen?
This one is actually the pencil, but I do have the pen one right here.
Oh,
Is
collecting all the wands.
No, I'm talking about those that are battery operated that you usually find at the dollar store with the moons and stars and hearts and whatever.
Okay, got
Is
it.
Clackerson in Ida's?
No, it is not.
Okay, so dollar stores are not canon in Ida's yet.
Nope, not yet. But KFC is already since a long time. So, all right. So guys, you're at the table. This is kind of, everybody is partying and being festive. What would you guys be doing with each other?
I'm petting my dog
Okay, you're petting your
and playing
dog.
with it. I'm like focused on my dog. I'm petting my dog.
He
I
is.
probably am doing the same. I think I don't know. We're all pet lovers, so I guess we're all just
You're all
there.
Rufus is just on his belly, just.
Yeah.
Okay, so all of you guys are petting Rufus apparently.
He's pretty big.
He's large. He's the size of a wolf, but a pug.
Yeah.
So
I'm dreaming on. I'm sleeping on it.
you're sleeping on Rufus.
For
Okay.
him, that sounds normal.
All right, got it. So, as you guys are in this sort of very festive environment, hidden amidst the revelry, coated in the loud laughter of leisure, you hear some concerning words. Words of mystery, words of danger, words of the unknown, words of someone or something conniving, conspiring to ruin this very night that so many look forward to. A night where belief is rewarded, where love is shown, where great food is eaten, and where gifts are eagerly awaited by little ones whose eyes still see the dragons over the mountains. To think that there are those that would voraciously scheme out of their own villainous volition to vilify and vitiate it. How dare they? You are not sure where the whispers come from. You look around and you see no one who doesn't seem jolly and joyful. It almost feels like the hissing of a slithering snake that rides the notes of the singers, traveling to your ears as uninvited guests of this caravan of mellow melodies and hopeful harmonics. Your gaze is then turned to a pompous piece of paper that drops on top of your table, floating and flying flamboyantly, appearing from nowhere, from thin air, as if magically materialized through a method of misdirection. It seems to be a letter, an envelope marked with the royal seal. As you all turn from Rufus to see it, What do you do?
Should we open it?
It's a letter with a royal seal, right?
Yes.
But it's closed.
But it is closed.
I just woke up with the wind of the letter. Yes.
It probably would have been with Rufus moving since everybody's attention turned away from him.
I just look at everybody and just go, shall we unwrap the unwanted, unwelcome, unpiece of paper that just unfell on our untable?
Yes.
Just trying to follow you up here.
Probably, it's a
All
good
right, so
idea. It has the royal seal, so let's do that.
So I grab it, I bite the top off with my teeth, and I just take off the letter, and I show it to Zelda because I can't read.
It is very small in your swole hands, Gigante, but you hold it with your fingers up to everybody, and you kind of rip the seal. You open it, and Zelda, your eyes quickly glance through what seems to be the baffling babbling of Borealis the Bold, the king. However, what first looked like nonsense rearranges, reforms, and rewrites as worrying information. In the letter says the following: "My knights in the night, protectors of winter's light, who so passive and pensive sit at the pup. The clock ticks and time travels towards the taking of our treasure. There are those dark of heart that would destroy, deface, and demolish what we hold dear. Within the woods of the Walking Willow is where your journey begins."
Do we know where the woods of the Walking Willow is?
Yes, you do. It is north of Clackerson.
Woods of the Walking Willow.
Walking Willow, yes.
We have a mission,
All right.
and we should go.
Says Rudolph.
Yes.
I think we have to
Alright.
go to the wool wog wheel.
Let's go to the walk.
Wood of the Walking Willow, yes. All right. I would say I wake up Rufus because he's just asleep. I just pet him, pick him up by the collar, set him up, say, "Let's go, boy." And I start walking out the door.
All right. Did you guys all follow?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Alrighty, very well. So, allow me just one moment here. There's a lot of things I have to do. All right. Oh no, it just got spooky. You move into the night, leaving the comfort of the Crawling Pup momentarily, to look upon the mesmerizing mantle of stars, glowing and glittering over the glossy glacier that shimmers with their light and covers all in sight. You venture forth and venture north, out of Clackerson and into the cold with the woods as your goal. The road is tough, the snow is tall, but your mission, your determination, will not allow you to fall. Finally, after a half hour of travel, you reach the edge of the woods. The trunks of large trees fill in your field of vision and seem endless, almost as if they are pillars that hold the sky above. A darkness extends as the starlight shines no longer in the deepest corners of these woods, and instead gives way to the sound of breaking branches, haunting howls, and shaking brushes. What do you do, adventurers?
Rufus walks up to one of those branches that seem to be making a cracking noise, lifts up his leg and pees.
Shh.
And I say,
P.
you see anything, boy? You feel anything strange?
It doesn't look like Rufus can smell properly.
He doesn't breathe very properly.
Yeah, but he's looking at you and he's excited.
He's like, okay, so I guess he's not finding anything. All right, good boy. I just pet him. Is there anything? Are there any footprints around that seem scattered and?
Let's roll a survival check.
All right.
Should
First
we all roll it?
Yeah.
What Mick? Sorry.
Should we all roll it or just trash?
If you guys are all looking for tracks, go ahead and roll a survival check. I don't mind.
18.
Tracks. Not necessarily just tracks, but anything out of the ordinary. Like if there's anything that has been left by the...
Got it. Got it. Roll a perception check then for me, Brylee, please.
Okay.
And I want to check if the tree branches that are broken,
Mhm.
if they have like a certain path.
Oh, all right. Okay, I'll make sure you can roll a perception or survival, whatever you prefer. and we'll go from there. Okay, so relative to the footprints, to all of you that were looking for footprints, as you guys kind of search the immediate snow, there are a lot of footprints. There's animals, there's people, but obviously more animal footprints than there are of the usual woodworkers that come in here and lumberjacks that come to chop down some of the trees. You see, maybe what looks to be like rabbit hopping patterns in the snow, but nothing indicative of anything evil per se, at least at this first glance. Now, Hermie, you were looking to see what? Could you please repeat?
If there was anything left behind by the thieves, but I got a freaking 10, so I don't think I saw much.
Well, look, it is hard. It is strange because as you look around, first of all, you notice that right now where you are, whilst in Clackerson, that wasn't happening. There is this sort of huge cloud that is beginning to cover the otherwise clear starlit sky, and it seems to be moving. However slow, it seems to be moving. But looking at the forest itself, you don't see anything left behind. As you are still at the entrance, you only see the trees. Don't see any lights, anything too scary. In fact, you probably have to either use a light spell if some of you have one, or get out a little torch to be able to see if you are to go deeper into the forest.
I have dark vision.
I have light.
Okay, so
I can cast light.
All right, go ahead. You can cast light for all of those that don't have dark vision to see, which would be Zelda, I think, that doesn't have dark vision. So Zelda,
Yes.
she probably needs the light spell. What kind of words or what do you sing to pop up the light, Drake?
I just play a little melody on the flute, like a very simple one, since it's a very simple spell.
All right.
What do you set the light though?
Give us the beep boop and tell us the object you touched to set a light.
On my trusty flute, maybe.
Okay.
Would that work? Just have the flute.
Yeah,
Not very smart, but I never claimed to be a genius.
you have a shiny flute now. That's pretty cool.
Nice.
On a shiny, finally.
You can hold the flute to give light to Zelda. All right. Now, Zelda, for you to be able to see here now with Mick's help, you can you can try and figure out if there was a path along the breaking branches, or the ones that are broken. There seems to be one. It seems like it goes along a certain path. They are, however, broken at different heights. They are not all broken, since you have a 17, not all broken underneath, not all broken above. They seem to be headed in a proper direction or forming a path, but it is different heights.
Do they go... Is the cloud above us, the cloud that really saw, is it directly above us?
It is, I would say, further north from you.
Does the path lead to where the cloud is coming from?
It would. All
right. So Snow is a sorcerer, right?
She is.
Snowbell. So I turn to Snowbell and I say, Snow, is that cloud, does it look like one of those magical thingamajigs that you do? Does it look magical to you, or is that just nature? I guess Brylee would know about that.
Can I know?
Both of you, Brylee and Snow, please roll an Arcana check for me. Actually, Brylee, you can roll nature if you want. All right. That very much does not seem natural. With the 13 and 16, you guys can figure out that is not natural. It seems to, first of all, it's moving faster than it should. Second of all, the sort of density of it implies that, it's too consistent to be just regular clouds.
How far away is it?
Oh, it would be right now.
Yeah, very, very far away.
It would be very far away from you, like all the way across the forest for now.
Okay. Alright, so I ain't no genius, but maybe we should follow the broken path where the cloud's coming from and try to find if there's someone trying to hide the rural borealis that's gonna come out tonight. Because maybe that's their plan. They don't want people to look at the sky and be happy.
Onwards! And I point towards, and I start going.
Let's go.
There you go. There you go, boy. And Rufus goes ahead, scouting ahead.
He tumbles a little bit, but then he gets back up and continues running.
I guess we follow into the woods.
All right, shiny light, or shiny flute, guiding the way. You all delve into the woods, into the unknown. That feeling of impending danger begins to excite you as your feet feel the crunch of dead leaves mixed in with the snow. Most of the trees are themselves leafless, loathing in their lonesome existence, although they grow so close to each other. Their branches intertwine and cast twisting shadows that paint a strange picture against the white sheets of frost. In some areas, this weave of woeful wonder is so thick that not even the smallest bit of light escapes through. As you move about, hidden amidst the sounds of nature, you hear it again. Whispering, hissing, almost a slow exhale coming from underneath the creaking of wood. The forest, although lifeless, was just that. A forest. But now it is different. It feels haunted. The branches are now arms that tragically torment the tiny underneath by closing off the lovely light that comes from above. The shadows shift and the trees tremble and all looks as if it's moving. The forest now looks alive. No. It looks undead. The distant howls cease. The sound of old bark breaking comes to a halt and silence slowly surrounds you. You hear a low voice, loaded with sadness and age. Who walks the woods of those weary of the winter?
It's us.
Who walks the woods of those weary of the winter?
It says the Magnificent Mavericks.
And Drake.
Shiny flute.
And Drake.
Drake. What brings you here? No
How do I know?
wonder resides in these woods, for the night has taken it, and we are left to mourn the morning.
Alright, Brylee, you're the one that speaks with trees. I'm better with animals. Maybe you should go
I was
ahead.
going to ask, why are you so sad? Why are you mourning the morning? What happened?
There are no leaves in our branches. Do we have anything left to be happy about?
Is it just because of the winter time?
Would that
Or did
not...
someone do that to you?
No one did that to us.
Brylee, can you give him some leaves?
I
make it
can
grow?
try, but to be fair, Mr. Tree, the cycle of life is just like that. And I guess judging by your size, you've probably been around for long enough to know that leaves fall, but then they grow anew. It's part of the circle of life. So you just have to be patient. For in the spring, shall have a bunch of fresh new leaves, even more beautiful maybe than the ones you had before.
What
Yes,
use?
I learned that in school too.
What use is it to think of spring? What
Brylee,
solace does it bring? The next winter will soon come, and all will be worth none.
Yeah, Brylee, my dad also said his hair would grow back, and he never did. So I don't know if we should trust on that. However, I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, I feel like it's okay to be sad. I'd be
It is
sad too
okay
if I
to
was
be
bald.
sad. But I can try Druidcraft just to grow a few leaves, just to make them happy, at least for for right now.
All right.
So
You want
I
to try to
will
Druid
do it.
craft some leaves on some of the trees?
Yes. So who's hungry for some jolly spirit of the season? Who's extra sad? I will give you some leaves.
Me.
Hands up.
Me.
Okay, I will do a bid for you as well.
I want leaves.
Okay, you guys have
Hey,
leaves.
what about me?
Fucking drink. Okay, so just so I understand, you're trying to druidcraft on the trees, and then you're gonna druidcraft on your friends as well, right? All right. As you approach to touch the trees, you see that the leaves begin to grow. It is a cantrip, so you can only like make tiny little patches, and as soon as they grow, they turn yellow, then they turn brown, and then they crumple and they fall.
Damn, your magic sucks.
No, this usually doesn't happen, you guys.
Uh-huh.
Something's wrong. Something's definitely wrong. I mean, these are magical. So if it's not just the winter that's doing this to you, Mr. Tree, definitely. Also, you usually don't talk, so I guess there's something else behind it.
Do the leaves stay on us, or do they also die?
On you, they stay.
Cool. So I rearrange it into a tank top.
You have a
And I
tank.
I'm a
top
tree
with
now.
some leaves.
You have a tank top
How-
made of holly.
I open my arms and I pretend I'm a tree. I just stand there. Look,
You're
I'm a
decomposing?
Christmas tree. Christmas is saved.
Like me in school theaters.
Oh yeah, and I put my foot on my head to make the star on the Christmas tree.
All right.
Look, Mr. Tree, Christmas is saved. You can be happy now.
What is Christmas?
Good point.
Winter's light.
Night.
How long is it Christmas? No, winter here. I mean winter.
Oh, it is the regular size. You know, it will be a few months, just like it is.
I'm
in our
asking the
world.
tree.
Oh, I'm sorry. It is as long as it is in your real world.
So
Wait, a
everything
real
dying.
world?
Everything dies in winter. Yes.
Everything.
What?
I just hug Rufus. Everything.
What are you doing here? What is your purpose?
We're saving the Christmas light.
Exactly. Someone stole
The winter.
the winter's light, and that's not fair. It's wrong to steal, you know?
And
We're looking
why
at this tree, right?
No, there's just tons of trees.
It's just sound.
The voice is
okay.
just all around, and it answers you. Why should you see the winter's light when the winter brings so much blight? Why look up at the sky when here on the ground we cry?
That's exactly the thing. It's so dark and cold that the little things we have to cheer us up is like the winter's light and the aurora. And if you're not getting that here, someone's messing with you too. And we could help, I think.
Why walk when you can fly?
Much I don't think we can do.
I'm a dragon.
We can fly. Where? But I don't think that's gonna help us now.
As you say this, you begin to feel the tree's branches sort of grow slightly around you, and you hear at last, although your voices are a welcome sound, by our master's spell we are still bound. Our hearts are tainted, our branches are locked, and so by their will you must be stopped. They move and they begin surrounding you. You see one single trunk that looks different from the others. It is almost as if it's made of this sort of dark frost, and it begins to grow around in front of you. Other trees and other branches kind of form a barrier in front of it as a larger one begins to push through the roots, through the other trees, and walking towards you. My friends, it is time to roll some Christmas initiative.
Yeah. What's Christmas?
What's Christmas?
Okay. It was good. That was a good one.
Natural 20.
Let's fucking
Next
go,
one.
dude. All right, let me switch to our battle map.
Wait,
There we go.
did I roll a natural 22? What?
Perhaps you did. Holy shit!
Oh my god!
Why in this one that's supposed to be memeable, and not in the other one? All right. So, allow me a couple moments here, please, to register your initiatives. All right. Oof, Zelda with a natural 1. Poor you.
No.
The duality of man.
Okay. Okay. So let me go here. Gigante is gonna be first, followed by Brylee, which I just spelled as Brylee. And then we have Drake, famous rapper in this world. Okay. And then at last, Zelda. All right. My friends, if you wish to rearrange yourselves in positioning in the arena that you see before you, you may do so. If not, you can stay just as you are.
Fine.
Okay.
I think I'm fine. I'm not sure.
We're about to find out, aren't we?
Yeah. 25.
All right, my friends. Top of the round. Gigante. It is you and Rufus.
First thing, I'm gonna order Rufus to move.
Okay, where do you
I'm
want
gonna
him?
tell him, boy, in the back, go.
All right,
And he goes here.
got it.
It's
There
40
are-
feet. You can get there.
I just want to explain for clarity for you guys. Those 4 branches that are there, or they represent trees that are protecting what is behind them. Okay, so it doesn't mean you can't hit what's behind them. It just means that it will be harder. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
So like that. And the first thing that I'm gonna do, 150 feet. The first thing that I want to do, I want to shoot at this one. Am I tagging it?
Yeah. This
Did I
branch.
tag it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to shoot at that branch with my just olive shooter.
All right. Shoot your first olive.
Let's go. That's a 19, 28.
Hits. They're really easy to hit. Go ahead, roll damage. 9 points of damage. All right, you shoot an olive at that branch, and it breaks off like a huge part of this sort of tree structure that is there with a 9. All right.
All right. And then I want... Okay. And then I want Rufus to bite the same branch.
Go ahead.
I order
Ask
him
Rufus to do it.
To bite. He doesn't have to roll for hit, right?
He does. He does. And it's right there. It is a 14.
Okay.
And that still hits. And with 7 damage, you see Rufus gnaw at this branch and tear it apart, breaking it off. This one, for the current time, is no longer available, and it creates an opening in the tree. The dark frost tree that is made. Anything else?
I don't think I have any. I don't think I can take any bonus action.
Unless you have Hunter's Mark to use.
I do, yeah. I want a Hunter's Mark, the big guy. This
Hunter's
big guy.
Mark, big guy. Okay, you're concentrating on it right now.
Okay.
Eek.
On Hunter's Mark. Okay, got it. And you tag it.
And
How
he
does
uses
your
a
Hunter's
stealth
Mark
lock,
look?
right?
Yeah, you do.
My Hunter's Mark. It's like a gigantic red circle on top of him,
Okay.
with like with a face similar to my goblin face, laughing.
Okay, got it. There's a giant red sign on this tree right now for Gigante's attacks to be stronger on him. All right. Do you move at all yourself?
No, I'll stay here.
Got it. Okay, then moving on. Brylee, it is your turn.
I got a question.
Go ahead.
Do the trees... You said it was like a I don't know, not clawing its way like appearing? Is
Yeah.
it like rooted or?
It's moving. It has feet.
Okay.
3 feet.
It has 3 feet. Okay.
Yes, it's just roots in the shape of feet.
I'm going to try and cast Entangle
Ooh.
on I guess the main guy, which would be the big one in the back, right?
Oh, you're gonna do it on the... Okay, the one that moves is the one close to you. Is that scary tree.
Oh, okay. Okay,
The
then I'm gonna cast it on
him.
the one in front. The other one is stopped though.
Yeah. The other... It's just a regular tree that's made of dark frost. The only one that moves is the one that isn't right in front of you
Dark
right now.
Frost. Oh gosh, wait. Do I... because I was debating whether I should use this or the other one.
What are you gonna do then?
I was thinking of trying Dispel Magic on the big...
Dark frost tree?
Dark Frost tree, yes.
All right, do you
So
want
I
to
think
do
I'm
it?
gonna do... Yes, I prefer to do that one first.
Okay. You go ahead and you throw the spell magic at the tree. You see, how does your magic look, Brylee? How does it look?
It is much like the snow itself. It's sparkly. It's a very faint bluish hue, and that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna.
Okay.
We're not trying to hurt you.
You cast the spell magic at the tree, and you see your little crystals of snow floating at it, piercing through the branches, trying to find purchase on the tree. It has no effect.
Oh no. Okay.
Sadly, your spell fails. Whatever magic is binding this dark frost appears to be too strong. At least in this instance it was. All right, do you move at all?
I think I'm gonna hold my ground.
You already used your action.
I'm trying exactly. I'm not trying to be
Aggressive.
threatening or aggressive. And I'm also trying to show that I'm not that scared.
Okay,
So
I'm
gonna hold my position.
You're gonna hold your position. Yes, ma'am. All right. Now we come to Drake the Bard, my friend.
So, Drake puffs up his chest, then lets out a bellowing, "I'm a dragon!" And I use my dragon's breath on the branches to burn them, on the nearest ones to me.
Okay, so you might have to move a little bit. You can move 30 feet. Let me measure that. You can move right up to them if you want.
Alright, so to the ones on top, is that it?
Yeah, if you want to, you can go there and use your dragon's breath. All right. Actually, from there, let me confirm something, because from there you
It's
might
from
be able
30 feet.
Yeah, exactly. You can hit them. You can hit them all. Okay. Dragon's breath.
then
Go
I'll-
ahead and roll the damage for that. And I am going to roll the saving throw. 11 fire damage. So the big tree ant surprisingly succeeds. Now the other ones, they're not very... Fail, and failure.
Doesn't Rufus have to do a saving throw as well?
I don't think it gets to Rufus if he angles it correct.
Okay.
I don't think it'll...
Okay, a little bit.
It's not a cone one, it's a linear one.
Yeah, it's like a line.
okay.
He can aim it at 4 at least. Okay. So you see this Drake the Brass Dragon yell out, proclaiming his origin as fire begins to assail the trees here. For a total of 11 damage. You see the trees begin to wilt, including the larger one that seems to take a fair chunk of damage. Let me mark it off, if you don't mind. All right. Every other tree except for this one. Begins burning and is now kind of on fire, but you also see that the dark frost from that magical crystal tree begins to intensify around and try to quell down the flame. So they are, although they took some damage, they seem to be holding on better than you'd think if you would use fire on wood. It seems like this dark frost tree is protecting them or giving them some, empowering them in some way. But nonetheless, that was pretty good, Drake the Bard. You already moved up to that other thing. I don't think there's much else you could do. Do you wish to use your bonus action to inspire anyone? Or are you saving it?
The inspire one is it a level 1 thing?
No, inspiration is just your feature as a bard. You have bardic inspiration. You can use your bonus action to inspire someone.
But it's limited, right? So I think I'm
Yeah.
gonna save it for now.
Got it. Very well. Well done. Okay, and now we come to Snow. Let's see what wild shit's about to happen. I would just like to say, before you do anything, we are going to cause a wild magic effect from a 1 to 10 on the rolls. From an 11 to 20, you won't get wild magic, but from 1 to 10, you'll get wild magic, so that it's more fun for everybody, or more ridiculous. All right, Snow, take your turn.
Yes. So Snow is kind of confused on what's going on. So she sees a big, scary tree. She's going to attack it.
Okay.
And she's going to use Ray of Frost
Okay.
and see if he's resistant to frost or not, because it's winter and every creature in winter is resistant to, cold.
Okay.
But I'm going to try.
All right, Ray of Frost. This is a cantrip. We're still gonna roll wild magic because why not? All right, so 21 definitely hits. You can roll damage already.
8 damage.
8 points of damage from the Ray of Frost. And now roll a d20 for us, please.
Well,
Fuck, no effect from wild magic, but you guys do see some sparkles coming out of Snow as she casts the spell, as if something is trying to manifest itself, but it cannot. Let me just mark the damage off. Oh my god, numbers. Okay. There we go. It does not seem to be resistant to frost. At least that one does not. It seems to have taken the full brunt of your Ray of Frost, which means it can also move less on its turn. Anything else you're doing?
no, I'm going to stay here.
All right, you stay there.
Nothing more.
Well, it is the scary tree's turn. So, the scary tree is going to use its branches to slap Drake. All right. 'Cause since Drake is like right over there, you see the tree go, "Oh, you are a dragon. I am tree." I can't say Groot for copyright purposes. Anyway, with natural 17, the first one's gonna hit, and then the second is also gonna hit with a natural 11. So, my friend Drake the Bard, you take... Wait. Oh my god, 13 points of bludgeoning damage as the tree ant just smacks you in the face. However, you had already heard it before, so, you know, it was just a little bit of revenge there. But it smacks you pretty good. And then it is going to use its bonus action to regrow. And you see a little bud begin to form where Rufus bit it. You see the trees begin to regen. However, it is still open for now. All right. So that's going to be it. Next up after the tree ant, Zelda with the natural one. It is finally your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna grab my slingshot and aim it at this.
The big guy?
No, the tree.
Okay,
branch.
got it.
Like
Found
the
it.
one
Yes.
on the left.
The one on
Yeah.
the left.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. Roll your first attack. That hits. Roll damages. 7 points of damage. All right. You hit it with a slingshot. What does your slingshot shoot, by the way? Is it little rocks? What does it shoot?
Yes, Little pebbles.
It's little pebbles that leave this
Yeah.
aurora trail behind them. As you shoot them, it breaks off a bunch of branches, and the tree seems very hurt. That part over there. You have a second attack.
Well, yes. I have a second attack with my Horde Breaker, or
You have a second attack naturally and with the Horde Breaker.
nice. Okay, so I'm gonna hit the same
Okay.
tree branch then.
Same tree branch.
18 again.
It hits. Go ahead, roll the damage.
7.
7
Again.
points of damage, and it breaks off this one as well. So another opening is formed there as the trees begin to kind of retract from the place. All right, you still have your Horde Breaker attack.
Exactly. So since the big tree, the glowing one, is close to, it's like 5 feet
Yeah,
close
it is.
to the tree branch, I'm gonna attack it.
Go
See
ahead.
if I hit it. 22.
That hits. That hits. Go ahead and roll damage already.
Nice.
And 9 points of damage to that dark tree. All right. You manage to actually break off some of the frosted leaves from it as it kind of like crumbles and cracks under your attacks. All right. Now, this is the end of the round unless you wish to move at all. You're staying? All right. End of the round. Gigante. It is your turn
Who
once
did
more.
Zelda hit last? Was it the tree in front of Drake or the one in the back?
The one in the back. The
Okay.
frost one.
So the first thing I'm gonna order Rufus to go to the side where Zelda just hit. So I'm just
Okay.
gonna go, and he knows that means go forward. So he moves here.
Mm-hmm.
Before I do my attack, I'll tell him to attack the big tree, the blue
frost
tree.
one. Got it. Go
Yeah.
ahead. Roll an attack.
Because I have way too many. A bite.
Yes. That hits.
18.
That hits for 8 points of damage. Fan-fucking-tastic there. All right. It gnaws on the frost. You see that he's kind of like hanging there as his tongue kind of gets stuck in the freezing.
Trying to.
He just
I should pull back.
and then he pulls back and his tongue is just stuck on the freezing tree, but he's fine. He's not gonna lose his tongue.
All right.
All right, and then you.
Next, I want to shoot at the tree in front of Drake. I want to
Got
aim
it.
for the eyes.
Aim for the eyes. Go ahead.
And I will. Okay, this is in case I hit.
It is Hunter's
so-
marked already as well, so you have
Yeah,
the
yeah, no,
extra
but I want to
damage.
use Fury of the Small because he's bigger than me, right?
Oh yeah, you're
So,
slow, but
So let's see. If I hit, that's a 14.
14. Give me just 1 second so I can confirm that. 14 just hits.
All right, so 14 with Fury of the Small,
All right,
which will add 3.
3 points of damage extra. Yes, plus your Hunter's mark as well.
So that's 5.
Plus 3, so it's
Plus
8.
3. Plus my Hunter's Mark,
Yes.
which is a natural 1. Very good.
So you have
Hey,
9.
it's 9 damage still.
Yeah, it's 9 damage. It's pretty good.
And okay,
All right, you
and I
hit it
got
with
so- I-
an olive.
yeah, in the eye.
Okay. Anything else?
I can still move, right?
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
So I want to dash to this side. Dash no, I want to run
Yeah.
to this side and I'll stay there. That's the end of my turn.
Soul Gigant moving. All right, Brylee, it has come to your turn. What will you do?
It has, and at the same time, Foundry just stopped working on my side. I can't see.
You can't see anything?
Try
I
refresh.
can't see
maybe?
anything. I did, and it says your browser does not currently support WebGL. Like it was fine up until
The hell?
a minute ago or something.
All right.
He loses.
We can fix it. We can fix it later. Let's do this in the
Yeah.
theater of the mind. Okay.
Exactly. Let's.
Okay. So what do you want? What do you want to do here? What do you want to try out? I'll help you out. I'll help you visualize it.
Yeah.
You
So
can see it on stream, right?
No,
There's
yeah,
still the big tree in front of Drake.
Yes. It is still standing. Pretty healthy too, it seems.
Pretty healthy. So I'm. That's not nice, you know? I know you're probably just doing this to please whoever cast magic on you, but that is wrong. So I'm gonna dash and I'm gonna use my primal savagery to attack the thing.
What does it look like on you? Is it polar bear claws?
It's polar bear claws, but like with a shimmering coat, like they were painted.
Okay, all right, got it. Go ahead and roll.
Actually, yeah. The fangs also grow a little bit like.
100%. Go ahead and roll your attack.
Let's see if it hits or not. Also, will it send the roll since it's no longer working?
Just roll it. Tell me what you get. It's fine.
I saw it.
And
26.
did you see it? 26 exactly.
26 hits. Roll the damages.
Okay, damage.
7.
Yeah, I cannot wait. Did I see? Yes. Ooh.
7
I
points
see
of
it at the
damage.
top. Yeah, I see it at the top right on D&D Beyond.
All right.
And it says acid damage. I don't know if that's.
We'll see if it does anything or not.
Yeah.
Okay, so with 7 points of damage, you claw at the tree, and it reels in pain as you see its branches kind of wilt and the trunk begin to wilt where you hit it with acid. It does seem to take a little bit more damage from your acid there as it is corroding its nature. It was a total of 7, right?
Yes.
Okay, so got it. Okay.
Um,
You slap it with your polar bear nails, all painted and shimmering, and you've moved towards it. I believe that's going to be concluding your turn. I don't think you have anything left you can use.
I do have a thing I can use, but
What is
I
it?
will first of all just look over to Drake on my side and try to assess the gravity of his.
Oh,
Like-
his wounds. Okay, Drake,
Yeah,
how
does he-
are you
does he-
hurt?
I am at a 14 out of 27 hit points, so I'm
He's hurting a little bit.
yeah.
Okay, then I will use my healing word.
All right.
I think it's
you
that
can.
one that I can use as a bonus action.
Yes, you can. Primal
exactly.
Savagery is a cantrip, so you are free to use Healing Word. Go ahead.
bless.
Roll to heal.
Let's roll. 6 points of healing.
6 points of
No.
healing to Mick. What is your Healing Word, Hermie?
Shoot, I didn't think of that.
You laugh maniacally at your friend?
I could glee.
Okay, glee, and suddenly your wounds begin to close. The bruises from the punching of this tree do not feel as bad to you, Drake, as you heal for 6. All right, so that is going to conclude Brylee's turn. Drake, it's yours.
Just a question. I don't think I'm gonna be using it yet, but can I use Cure Wounds on myself?
You
Or
can.
Is it just on?
You can always
okay.
touch yourself.
It's a Christmas show, Onion. Chill out.
I mean, it's a touch spell. You can touch yourself.
Okay. I'll Okay, so what I'll do is I can start with the movement, right?
Yeah, you can move. You will
Okay.
trigger an attack of opportunity from it, however, if you move away from its melee range. But if you move around it, staying within melee, you will not get hit.
I think I'm gonna if I get hit, I can still do my action and bonus action,
Yeah,
right?
of course. Yeah.
All right. Then I'm gonna try to move out and risk a hit.
Okay, go ahead. Move out.
Yes,
he
I'm
will
gonna move
try to
over
slap you,
Here,
and
I
he
suppose.
will miss.
He will miss? Okay,
Yes,
great.
Above
I
you.
just do a cartwheel to dodge the attack because I'm flashy like that. I'm a
Yes.
dragon. I can do that.
Of course.
So with that in mind, I'll take out my trusty flute and I'll use bardic inspiration on Rufus,
oh,
on
you're
the
gonna...
dog, so he can hit harder.
All right. What's the song you play from, or inspiring words you tell
Right.
him?
I take out my trusty $1 store flute and I start to whip out. and I inspire the dog
Okay.
with such finesse and riz.
Doesn't inspiration just give advantage on hit?
No, it gives him a plus. In this case, in mixed case, it's going to be a D8, I think, to his attacks,
his
ability
attacks,
checks, or
okay.
saving throws. So he can
Yes,
can
for
hit
10 minutes.
easier and be held, or not healthier, but resist easier with that.
Okay.
All right, but nice song you played there. Good job. Okay, you did your bonus action. You still have your action. What do you want to do?
For my normal action, I think. Yeah, for my normal action, I think I'll just I'll use Cure Wounds on myself to heal
All
myself
right.
back to full dance.
Go ahead. You use Cure Wounds. You play a little tune in your own head. You can roll the dice there to see how many hit points you regain. 6 again.
Right.
Not bad. All right, Drake. After you, we have Snow. It is your turn.
No is going to he's going to use frostbite on the big tree that it's near my friend.
All right, frostbite on it. Is it a saving throw that I need to make?
Yes, Constitution 14.
Constitution 14. It fails.
Okay, cool. Because it gets disadvantage on the next hit.
All right.
And I roll.
To see also the wild magic after. 7 points of cold damage.
Yes.
All right.
So in that case, it's going to make a roll at disadvantage to my
to
friend.
attack. All right.
So,
Let's see the wild
roll.
magic.
1d20.
Oh,
No
it's-
wild magic.
No wild magic yet. But nonetheless, you use frostbite to sort of reuse the ice that you left on it from your ray of frost and begin to curl on its branches to try and freeze them or make it a little bit harder for it to hit. All right. At the top of the creature's round, since it is its turn, unless you want to move, Snow, or are you staying? All right. So, another one of the trees regrows where it had left its bud, and it begins to sort of encompass and protect the other tree again. And it is going to make an attack first at disadvantage against Brylee due to the frostbite. And that is going to miss with a natural 2. It misses its first attack. Is it just one attack or?
I think it's only the next attack it does.
Okay.
So.
All right. So next one's going to be regular to hit. That is a 16 to hit. Does it hit you?
Oh, technically, it's the next weapon attack.
It's a weapon attack. Does a 16
Okay.
hit you, Hermie?
Yes.
All right. You are going to take a whopping 10 points of bludgeoning damage. I rolled almost max. As it punches you in the face. And then
Ouchie.
it is going to use its bonus action to regrow on the area where Rufus is. You see Rufus kind of look down as he manages to finally remove his tongue from the frosted branches of the other tree. The ground begins to sort of create this wrapping of vines and of thorns that tries to push Rufus out of the way. However, it is still growing on this turn. Okay, that's going to be that creature's turn. Zelda, it is yours.
Okay, I'm gonna move here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna hit the tree.
Okay, the frosted one. Go ahead.
Yes. Okay. 11.
An 11 misses. Your pebble goes into the woods.
I'm gonna try again.
Go ahead. A 14 misses too. It moves again into the woods. You still have Hordebreaker. Do you have to hit for Hordebreaker? I'm not
I
sure.
have to hit.
Okay, so no
think
Hordebreaker for
so.
you.
When you make a weapon attack.
If it's when you
Yeah.
make a weapon attack, you can do it. You can attack again.
I can?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
But I cannot attack the same thing though.
Yeah,
I'll
it has to
attack
be-
the one of the branches, the one
Got it.
closest to Rufus.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, please.
That hits
12.
the branch. Go ahead and roll damage. That also destroys it. So this branch is now gone, revealing a little bit more of the tree, making it a little bit more vulnerable. All right, Zelda, I believe that is your turn.
Yep.
Okay, Gigante, what are your
Right.
swole arms going to do this time?
How's the big scary tree looking in front of Bra?
The big scary tree is looking rough. It's starting to look rough.
All right. So I will tell Rufus to move behind it
Okay.
here, and it's gonna be not a pincer attack. What's the name?
A flank. You're gonna flank it
A flank,
to
right?
have advantage. Yeah.
Yeah. So he will flank the tree
Go ahead.
to bite it. I'll just go and make a, and he knows what that means. It's a very smart dog, even though he doesn't look like it.
He is very smart.
That's
Okay.
a 6.
You can
so
do
advantage.
yeah. Do it again.
I can roll again, right? It doesn't give me the option on this one to roll with advantage.
Yeah, it's probably because it's
But a 5, even worse. Okay.
so
6. I can add the inspiration.
you can add his inspiration. It is exactly what I was going to remind you. It is a D8, I
1d8.
believe. I think. I'm not sure.
6.
So that
So
would
that's
be
12.
12. 12 misses, unfortunately.
Misses.
He
Too bad.
is kind of like trying to bite the trees behind, and he's just stuck there.
It is what it is. So I move here,
Mm-hmm.
and I go, don't worry, boy. And I'll shoot at the tree as well. I do this one, but I'm some spitting. I'll shoot at the. Do I have advantage?
No, it is only for melee attacks.
Because I have to be melee.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll shoot my giant, my olive shooter of the mice.
Yes. Let's see it.
That's a 20.
That is going to hit for sure.
with my fury of the small.
Okay, so that is +3,
Plus
right?
3.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Hunter's Mark. Let's not forget that.
So that's a natural 1.
Mm-hmm.
That's 5 plus 3 plus
1d6.
Yeah. What? Oh. Hello? Too
Hi.
many stuff on the way. Plus 5.
Oh, so that's 10. Actually, no.
Yeah.
10 plus 3, so 13. All right. That with that shot, this is it a green olive or one of the black olives?
It is green, but because it's so cold, it's turned black, and it's like a rock almost. It's
Oh,
hard
okay.
because
It's
it's dead.
A frozen olive, kind of.
Yeah.
All right. You shoot at it, and it breaks a huge chunk of the trunk of that tree. Yeah, chunk of the trunk, and it seems now to be quite hurt, and on the brink of perhaps falling down. All right.
I will stay like this.
Got it, Gigante. Now, Brylee, it is your turn. You are melee with the giant tree.
I am. So I will try too. I know this might be stupid, but
Try
I
it.
think I'm gonna try to hug the tree in front of me and say, we're really just trying to help you, but it seems like this is the only way. And while I'm hugging it, I'm gonna do the primal savagery again and attack the rest of it.
All right. Go ahead. You can attack with
And
advantage.
a little tear is dropping from my eye.
Okay, you can attack with advantage because you are technically flanking it with Rufus, so you can make the roll at advantage.
Okay. Normal roll, advantage. 26.
Yeah, that is going to hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Roll damages. 15.
15 points. Since it is your acidic touch, that is going to deal a little bit more damage. You guys see with Brylee's hug as she sinks her claws into the tree and the acid begins to flow inside of it. The tree its eyes are glowing, and then suddenly the light goes out and it just becomes a regular tree and seems to be asleep.
Okay.
Yeah, we didn't kill it. Christmas story.
All right,
No
so Brylee, that is your turn, I believe, unless you wish to move away from it now.
Or closer to the source
other one?
of the. Yeah.
Okay. I can do that. Or can you see it already?
Can I refreshed, and in the meantime, it just decided it can do the thing.
All right.
I don't know.
Then go ahead and you move it to wherever you want it.
I'm gonna
Pop some
move
tags.
next to Rufus.
Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Very well, Brylee. I believe that is
You
going to
did
be.
a good job, buddy. Like,
He's beginning to chew on the roots as the tree's asleep. All right, Drake. It is your turn.
So what I will do is, I'm gonna. So for my bonus action, I need to do my action first, right? Or
No,
can
it's
I
fine.
just
You
start
can
with-
do it in
Okay.
whichever order you want.
Okay, then I'll start off by using healing words
Okay.
over on Brylee to heal her wounds.
Oh, that is very nice of you. What is your healing word?
The Christmas spirit. So it's I'll just say
Oh boy.
heal. And I guess.
A very
I will
literal.
Yeah, I
abide,
guess is
I will
included.
abide.
Okay. The heal, I guess, is included. Okay, got it. So you heal 4. A total of. Can you roll for us, Mick, please?
Yes, sir.
A total of 6. All right.
The 6 game.
You regain 6, Brylee. All right, Drake. What else?
And now for my regular action, I'm gonna move a bit closer to the tree, and I'm gonna use vicious mockery on it.
On the frosted
On the
one?
big tree.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. How do you make fun of this tree?
I'll go stinky, stupid villain. That's what you are, tree. Your feet are unwashed.
All right. It fails the saving throw. It is a tree that is not moving.
Damn.
Go ahead and roll the damage, please. It seems to have taken it very personally.
Right.
8 points of damage. The tree, from the bard's words, begins. Sort of, you see them echo and push away the snow towards it as it begins to vibrate and crackle at its branches. The tree breaks almost or splits almost in half, but it is barely hanging on for dear life.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
All right, Drake, I believe that is going to be your turn.
Yes.
Snow, it is you.
Okay. So, I'm going to run very fast.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, how many? 30. Through there
Mm-hmm.
and slide and throw a ice knife to the tree. It's probably going to only make the bludgeoning damage, not the cold damage. But
Go ahead, let's see what happens.
I'm gonna roll.
It needs to make a dexterity saving throw. It's a tree. It fails it. That
cool.
also hits. So both damages are gonna pop. Both the the explosion and the other thing.
It to me, except
gonna
make a
roll.
saving throw. It's a 3. It fails.
Okay. Well, you throw an ice knife, hoping, praying to the gods that it's going to touch. It's going to hit something. And lo and behold, as the ice knife stabs into the tree, although it is cold and it begins to fuse into it, the explosion cracks it open, bringing the tree down. But we are not done yet, for you have used a spell. So roll for the wild magic. Will it be this time? Excuse me. No, not yet. But that
Not
was
yet.
pretty close, right? You only needed 4 below that. Nonetheless, the tree cracks, and you begin to see the branches all around it recede, and everything sort of comes to I would say a lull in the forest, bringing us out of combat. The tree you had just brought down, Hermie or Brylee, digs its roots deeper into the ground, and it now just appears to be a regular tree as the eyes stopped glowing and begin to close, and its mouth begins to close as well. Rufus appropriately takes a pee-pee on it, as it is just now a tree. Either way, you have defeated whatever magic grabbed the hold of these saddened and burdened beings. And you hear again from all around you, "Brave adventurers, you have broken the chain. Know that your efforts were not in vain. The woods will walk once more, and in their pilgrimage heal their sore. We shall make for you a path in hopes you will forgive our misguided wrath." And you look at the forest, and the wails of the woods of the Walking Willow can be heard across the mountain range as old roots rise in reverence to you, and the all-covering canopy cracks apart as entanglement is disentangled, and the heavens greet the earth once more. A road is made for you, one that travels further north into the rocky reaches of the Hunched Mountains and towards the fog that you had seen. The forest kind of just separated for you.
Wow. Onward! Nicholas doing.
Go!
Anything else you guys want to do in this area?
I just want to, like, flick one of my pigtails and say, "You're lucky I don't hold a grudge." But yeah, you're welcome.
As you guys begin to move, you see one of the trees kind of both. I would say who would be walking in the back of the party? Who would be the one in the back?
I'm waiting for Rufus to finish pissing, so it's probably me.
Probably you. Well, as you see Brylee walking, you see one of the trees grow this little apple that then falls on her head as she is moving around and moving towards the road. And then you hear the voice again.
Got appled.
Newton sends his regards. All right.
Do you know a Newton?
Actually, you do know a Newton. He's a guy back in town. He loves throwing apples at people. He's kind of weird.
I hate Newton.
Makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah, same. All right.
Frick Newton.
You move onward through the road. The frost completely cleared and pushed aside, revealing only dirt and rock. The path leads you closer to the top of the mountains. It ends in a set of stone stairs, half hidden by the snow. What do you guys do?
Look,
We
stairs.
continue.
Video games tell me to follow the stairs always.
All right, awesome. As you take your... Yeah.
Rufus hears something because he has a high passive perception.
Rufus tries to listen for something, especially when you kind of stop and ask him to. But he's just really happy to be there. And he's
Doesn't hear anything.
He's licking your legs, giving you a little bit of a few kisses. He lets out a little as he continues to...
Have you ever had a dog on you? That's not how dogs are.
Hey, you're a goblin, dude. Your dog is the size of a wolf, and it's a pug. I can do what I want.
My dog farts every 3 seconds and licks every...
When he farts, I laugh.
Okay, Drake. All right, so as you guys take your first step into the stone, you hear the clicking and clacking of bone briskly birthing from the frost. A skeleton skips and scampers just ahead of you as its eye sockets gravely glow green and come to life. Will-o-wisps surround it as moths motioning to a flaring flame, spinning, sparkling at incredible speed, until from this precious performance, clothes materialize and dress this dastardly dandy with a gentleman's outfit. This vision of extravagance comes with a voice and vernacular as the vibrations from its body articulate. Greetings, travelers. It looks like you're looking to climb the mountains, am I correct?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you sound like my favorite YouTuber.
Well, that's great. I don't know what YouTube is. Well, my name is Clackerson, and I am here to save you from certain self-sabotage. You see, you won't be able to climb the cliffs that cross the range, and so you should return home where it's safe.
No.
Nice.
We're on a mission, so no can't do.
But why must you partake in this penance of perilous pathing?
I don't know that many words. What did that mean?
Why must you go?
Why?
Because
And I look
someone
around.
stole Winterlight, and it's precious. Also, there are a bunch of clouds that might cover the viewing of the aurora later, so we have to do something about it. It's our job, you understand?
I don't really. You are no adventurers. I know what they look like. With such fragile frames, you should be farmers. Bakers at best. An honest job is no shame, you know.
Do you know why
My
skeletons?
fangs and claws out just a...
Do you know why skeletons don't go on adventures?
Why?
Because they have no body to go with. So you wouldn't know what an adventure is. We are adventurers, and we're gonna climb this mountain. Or else.
Or else what? Are you threatening me,
cry.
Clackerson?
I'll cry.
I would not. I do not want to see you cry, especially with such a beautiful dog you have there. But you have to understand. I am only looking out for you. It is silly to think you're somehow special. You look average and amateurish, adequate only for menial, mediocre means of livelihood. Nothing wrong with that. It keeps the clock
Average?
ticking. Yeah.
Look at these guns, and I just flex.
I have seen so much bigger.
It doesn't seem like you have. You don't have a single meat on your bone.
That is true, but I was not always like this.
What were you like?
I was big and tall and had long flowing hair, and I was very handsome and wanted by everyone in my village.
And
What
then
was your favorite
happened?
color, though?
It was red.
See, that's why you failed. Because everybody knows best color is green. Can we go?
I am sorry. I cannot let you pass. Is it not safer to go back instead of breaking your bones? The crackling of fire always beats the cracking of the skull.
Yes, but the cracking of dawn is upon us, and we need a good day to come by tomorrow, so everyone's happy. So, here to tell you what. What do you need us to prove to you that we're heroes?
Do something.
You could also come with us and help us along the way.
Oh, I am sorry. I cannot climb this. It would be hypocritical of me to not want you to climb it and then climb it myself, would it not?
I don't know, it depends on what you think of yourself. You did mention a lot of bone cracking, so you probably tried and failed before, so I don't know. But
It sounds like you're
with the power
afraid.
of friendship, you might be able to do it.
I can pick you up and take you. I'm a dragon. I'm strong.
Sounds like you're afraid.
So what if I am?
Well, you're not cut out to be a hero like us, because we are not afraid.
No, but I was once like you. That is
Afraid?
the reason. No, a hero. That is the reason I reasonably remember you of the risks of reaching beyond your grasp.
Did the persons up top made you the way you are right now?
I do not know which people are up top.
So
I
you
don't know
never
either.
even reached?
The top, yeah.
I did not. I
Then
fell
how do you know it's that dangerous?
because I fell and passed, and turned into what you see now.
Wait, so you were on an adventure and you became a skeleton because you fell?
If you ask me of the intricacies of magic and how this happened, I would not be able to answer you, as I am a skeleton and am not provided with a brain.
Sounds like me that you were not a brave hero. Sounds like me that you couldn't even walk. And you should know, because the first thing they teach us in school is to walk. The hero school.
What's an intricacy?
It's food.
Yes, you can eat it usually during the winter's light.
So, how do we prove to you we're heroes? We just got past the trees, and the trees were talking to us, and they smacked my dog around, and now we're here.
well then, to do something an adventurer would do.
All right,
I'll just
Rufus.
sneak behind him.
And Rufus
while
tries
they're
to take
talking.
off one of his leg bones.
Okay, so first, as Rufus is kind of charging at him, Snow, you try to sneakily move behind him, and then suddenly you hit something that seems to be of magical nature, and it kind of just glows and shimmers, kind of like a very stretchy bubble of green magic, similar to his eyes. You kind of bump against it. Rufus gnaws on its bone. No attack roll needed. It grabs onto the bone. What do you want him to do?
I just want to try to take the bone out of his leg, so he just has one leg now, and Rufus has a bone.
Okay, you take it out, and Rufus has the bone in his mouth. And the guy's like, oh, how rude of you! But he's still standing somehow. That is mine!
It was yours, because heroes take loot.
And I am to be your loot?
Wait.
Well, you are if you don't let us pass. I can give you your leg back.
That's not right.
I have a question.
Yes.
If I cast Detect Magic as a ritual casting,
Takes
how long
10
does
minutes.
that take? 10 minutes. Well, he seems to be the talkative type, so we could just entertain the rest of the party while I do Detect Magic to see what kind of magic it
All right.
is.
I would
Because
say
I saw that, the bonk.
I would say that you don't even need detect magic. This is most likely abjuration type magic because it is protecting a zone, and it seems to be somehow linked to him, as his eyes seem to have glown a little bit brighter when Snow bumped up against the bubble.
Does he have like any object on him, or just bones and clothes?
Roll a perception check.
Okay. I have way too many things here. Perception.
Mm-hmm.
Roll. 19 plus 5,
Okay.
6, 25.
25. You notice a few things about him. First of all, as he's turning and talking to you, that he has a huge crack on the side of his head, which was probably where he hit his head, hence passing away, and becoming this creature. You also notice that he is in no way sort of he's not making or purposefully creating any magic. You see coming from him this tether that links him to the ground itself here. It seems that the creature is linked to whatever barrier is holding him here, or holding you guys here.
How do you stand without a bone leg? Are you a puppet?
Well, you see, I had never stood before without a bone leg, so I am afraid I am not sure how to answer that question otherwise than with my other bone leg.
Are there any runes on the ground? Anything we can see if we move the snow aside?
You moving the snow aside? There's no runes.
Nothing, it's just stone ground.
No, the tether kind of comes from his back.
Comes from him.
Yeah, and links it back to the ground.
And there's nothing on the ground.
Nothing on the ground. Well, I assumed that I should stay here and keep you safe from the stone, slippery stairs. I do not wish for whatever happened to me to befall upon you, such pleasant people. Definitely pleasant.
Who's your boss? I want to
do not-
speak to the manager.
I'm afraid that I manage myself, young lady.
Skill.
Then dispel the
One second.
the thingy in the back.
1 second. We'll address that. What were you gonna say, Zelda?
No. I can say afterwards.
After this? Okay. So, where are you casting dispel? You're gonna dispel magic at the bubble?
No, I was actually talking to him, telling him,
Oh.
then please dispel the magical barrier that you put up there, because I think he's not aware, maybe.
Well, you see, there is nothing for me to dispel. I just wish to protect you.
Yeah.
Please.
Is the floor stone?
Yeah. I just want to protect you from whatever perils lie in the mountains. I believe that is fair, as I have actually walked more than you have, and I have seen it, I have fallen, and here I am.
Can we go, please?
You're cute. And I go to Skelly and I grab the head.
Mm-hmm.
And I grab the yeah.
Yeah?
And I place it on like
Okay. Oh!
I'm holding it. And
What
I
is
try
this?
walking.
This new perspective! You begin walking with the skeleton's head, and as you hit the barrier that Snow was holding, you move on through.
Okay.
Is this body still standing?
Yeah, his body's kind of trying to find where the head is.
Oh, I'm like, haha, you're funny. And I pick up the rest of the body and I put it on my shoulder and I take it with me.
Okay,
Hold
you
up.
Wait,
Can we
maybe
all? Yeah.
you guys
There's
all
3
go?
of us on this side.
I try to move to
Okay.
see if I can.
As,
without, any-
if you do it while Drake is holding the body of the skeleton, you place your hand and it moves through. It goes through the bubble.
Okay.
When-
Then I'm
Can I-
gonna sprint and I'm gonna. Please give me a hand and I'm gonna catch the skeleton's hand.
Okay, it comes off.
Oh,
Oh my god! All of my body parts!
sorry.
Yes, Trish, what were you saying?
I just put a leash on Rufus while he has the bone in his mouth, and I slowly walk across the barrier with him,
You move through.
and I take the leash off him.
All right. As
We
you
could have just given hands.
as you guys move on through, you are holding the skeleton still in your hand, or the skeleton's face. As you continue to go through the stairs and you reach the top, he goes, oh, wow, I never made it this far. It is beautiful up here, very snowy. There's a strange blizzard about to form.
Yes, we
But,
did tell you.
I love Blizzard.
Well,
Aren't you happy you came with us after all?
I did not realize I was only protecting you, but thank you, kind folk.
Now you're protecting us as well.
Yeah,
It's
you-
the
will
power of
protect-
friendship. It's a Christmas winter miracle. I mean,
Christmas, winter.
the head tries to turn in your arms, Zelda, to face Drake. And if a skeleton was ever to be able to form an expression, it looks disappointed at you. But then it says, well, thank you, kind folk. Your bravery and bravado should be bolstered and not brought down. In my years of jealousy of failing to overcome this jeopardy, I was consumed and enamored by envy. If this task was impossible, the mountains impassable, it made my misfortune more merciful on my soul. Forgive me for my frugal attempt to barricade you. Please, move along.
I didn't understand anything you said, but I want to be your friend too.
The skeleton vanishes out in the wind
What?
as the story of Clackerson is brought to an end.
Oh no.
It's my friend! I fall to my knees and I just yell, no! To the sky, very cinematic with the camera panning out.
Okay, the camera pans out on Mick saying no as you guys are awkwardly just staring at him. But it's still a pretty good shot. Anyway, it zooms back on you. And again, these stone stairs, they kind of circle around the slopes of the Hunched Mountains, and they lead you deeper in and higher up. And for moments, you are able to fully grasp the scope of this place, and its rocky allure and snowy allure. Before these tremors cause the tumbling of petty pebbles and bulky boulders that fortunately fall away from you and down into the valley beneath. Your eyes are pulled down into Dusk Valley and its dark demeanor. The white of winter barely reaches into it. This expanse of twilight is a strangely seducing sight of stillness and sullenness, a dormance that deviates from the dance of Dawn Harbor that resides on the opposite side of the mountains. whatever gleam travels from the towns of the valley is inexplicably turned into purple tones, giving it a welcoming gloom. Now, as you climb up and continue on, the tremors are more frequent the further you travel. And there seems to be, again, you seem to spot the origin of this fog, of these clouds. However, it is all clouded in white. It seems to be heavily snowing from a certain point onward. What do you guys do?
Well, I'm shirtless. I'm not gonna walk into a blizzard shirt.
You have a tank top made of leaves.
Yeah,
Exactly.
true.
I can
which
breathe
changes everything.
fire.
You're just gonna breathe on Gigante the whole time.
It's gonna burp on him.
All right. What are you guys doing?
We shall continue our adventure.
Into the blizzard?
Yes.
We won't
Why
be able
not?
to see anything.
It seems to, however, be where the road is kind of taking you.
Right. I'll put a leash on Rufus, and I'll hold a hand out and say, let's make a human chain so we don't lose each other.
But how do we know where we're going? We cannot see
Forward.
anything.
I'll just
yet.
let Rufus try to follow something.
But what if
to
there's
smell.
a turn?
Rufus has a nose.
He doesn't
I
look
do
like he can
trust
smell very
Rufus a
well.
lot.
Nah, he's good. He was the best of his litter. If anyone else wants to lead the way, you're my guess. My guess. But I think Cedric Rufus would be the best one. He's pretty perceptive.
Better than a dragon?
Never seen a dragon lead a pack.
I got my ego gets very offended and I just lead the way.
Okay, you lead the way with your shiny flute. All right. Despite everything, you travel onward and upward and continue your journey out of that stone staircase and into the mountain range and into the nasty, nasty thing you see ahead of you. So, give me one moment. Oh my god, we're in a blizzard. All right. The road twists and turns, but it is easy to follow, for the forest's words and promises were not hollow. The shrubs and grass now take the tree's task to direct you in your quest to remove this evil's mask. But soon, the mask of whispers turns to rumbles as the earth beneath you threatens to crumble. Everything shakes and everything breaks, but you keep moving for goodness sake. The ground is unstable, but your legs are capable. A blizzard begins to form, but your armor and furs keep you warm. You push, and you cover your eyes from the gusts of wind, from the hails of ice. The storm hinders your sight, all around you is white. You fight and fight, both the weather and the fright. Ghostly noises, ghastly voices make you question your choices. Tossed by the storm, punished by the frost swarm, your bodies can no longer perform. You insist, you resist, you persist, but nothing ceases this violent mist. But you hold on tight, you muster all your might, for you are the protectors of the winter's light. And then, it finally stops, and your muscles relax. You feel the storm moving past your backs. In front of you now stands a tower, as we draw near the marked hour. Tower.
This is scary.
What do we see besides the tower?
You look around and you see that you are at the top of the mountain range. The peaks and pointy edges of this picture of nature's poise encircle you, some taller, some smaller, but all of them beautiful and breathtaking in their own way. But you do spot one thing. The top of the tower shines with a treacherous icy glow, and the wordless whispers that have been following you are now louder than they've ever been. They convey a feeling as freezing as the winds that you wrestled with. The words no longer concealed or shrouded. They are disclosed and divulged through the mountains, declared to whatever dark derelict heart may hear it. You hear. Cold, cold winter, eternal frost, remind all of what was lost. Let all of those who seek your light feel instead your rigid bite. Let the world that searches for a fleeting brilliance be now plunged into forever wickedness. It echoes away into the vastness, mixing with the season's sadness. It travels far, encoded within sound itself, to be unleashed once laughter ceases and silence takes over. You also see that the tower has a gate.
Alright. I
I
walk
thought
up
that
to
might
the.
be Elsa, but by the sound of it, the voice does not sound like Elsa.
Oh.
You know the tavern lady? No.
Yes.
The one who really likes snow and frost.
The one
yeah.
that keeps telling us to
Exactly.
letting it go. Yeah.
Exactly. But apparently not.
Well, the cold never bothered me anyway, so I walk up to the gate and
Clearly.
I see if it's open or not.
I
Is it
hate
open?
you.
You push to open it, the gate, and it denies you. It feels cold and heavy, tired and weary. The hinges whine and refuse to work, but it seems like it is budging. It's not locked, but you alone can't seem to push this.
I'm gonna help.
Help.
Let's
together.
all
Power of
push.
friendship.
Yes, let's all push together.
All right. Combining your strength and straining your muscles, you push, and the gate pries open. The hinges screech as if the metal is sore, the cold wood cracks like crunching snow, but finally it moves freely. And inside, you find a strange sight. An unexpected turn, an unforeseen twist. You find a home, heated by a burning hearth. A wooden interior with paintings on the walls, with cushions and couches, a cozy contrast to what you left outside. There is also a staircase that spirals upward, central to the room.
Are we inside the house already, or?
You can move in if you want. This is all you spot from the outside.
I walk up to the door and I knock 3 times.
Okay. You boom boom boom. You knock.
Mailman.
All right. Just so you understand, or I understand what you mean. You're knocking at the gate, right? Because the gate is the opening towards.
No, I thought we entered the gate and there was a house.
Oh no, it's just it looks like a home, like a living room
Oh.
of a home. That's what I meant.
Okay, then I just scream, "Mailman,
No answer.
we got mail."
Coming in.
Nothing's.
The
nothing
mail
answers you.
that's not frail.
Cookies.
Hello.
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 Okay.
I think
I just
this
tried the echo.
person
Ah,
probably wants a bit of a fight, so maybe we should avoid this
So there's-
living area because it could get broken, and that's not nice.
Well, our option is to go out in the cold again.
Or back up the
the door.
stairs. We
Back
can go up the stairs.
Isn't up the stairs inside the house?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
inside. But aren't we inside?
Yeah,
In
you
the
are.
living room? Yes. So let's
I
go.
guess,
up
I
the
guess we're gonna keep walking inside the house. then.
I'm just gonna shout, "We're coming up! We're
Okay.
just letting ourselves in because you didn't say anything, okay?"
No answer.
All right.
I was Trish. You wanted to say something before. Did you mean to check anything before we move on?
Yeah, you said it's just. Is there any?
Signs of living things living here.
The fire
any,
is
any,
on.
Any letters, any paper laying around that can catch the eye?
There is a book. There is a book there that you can find. And as you grab that book, it seems to be like a children's book, and it says "The Magical Journeys of Big Blue."
Does it only have letters?
It only has letters, and there's some
I
pictures
can't
of a
read.
blue dragon.
I give it to Zelda. I'm like, Zelda, can you read this to me,
Yes.
please? And I just sit. Is there a couch?
Yeah, there's.
I sit on the couch.
I sit
have
with
this
him as
book at
well.
home.
Okay, so, Brylee, you're trying to climb the stairs, but you notice that your friends are taking a break here.
I'm
This
tired.
is not our home. We're trying. Aren't we being a little bit of a hypocrite? They stole something, and now we're just barging in and touching.
What did they
That
steal?
isn't ours.
We're getting warm for a little bit.
Oh,
Let me read
hold
a
on.
story.
What did they
then-
steal?
Forgot already.
They didn't steal anything.
You made her cry.
Winter's Light. It was there, and it was stolen, and there was a big cloud. You don't.
I don't
Okay,
think
I'm just gonna.
Okay.
Is there any food? I'm hungry.
I'm
No.
dangling my legs. I'm waiting for the story.
All right, Zelda. You begin brushing past the book, and it is a story of what seems to be a blue dragon that goes around the world and visits different places and just talks to people and learns their story. There's a story about a baker that you learn where he met a baker that made the best apple pie he ever ate. Then there's a story where he met an archmage in a giant tower, and he learned spells and he learned magic from that their archmage, and he became his best friend for a long time. He traveled all around the world learning things until eventually he took his rest in a very warm place.
Did this dragon have a name?
It did not. It is called or referenced to in the book as Big
Blue
Blue.
Dragon.
Big Blue.
Okay, big blue. Big blue.
Ah, I love dragons.
I
got
They're-
flustered.
They're okay. Is there a fireplace around here?
There is.
Are there any socks above the fireplace?
There are not. Only the paintings on the walls.
Okay.
Paintings? What
Yes.
kind of
Maybe we can go up. My legs are better now. My feet are warm. We can start going up.
Okay, before that, Fishes asked about the paintings. You see there are a couple of paintings, seem to be portraits. One of the paintings is of a woman, blonde of hair, sitting next to another woman with long brown hair, and this last woman is being held by what seems to be her husband, which is a gentleman with actually balding a little bit. They are surrounded by 3 children, all brown-haired, same as the other lady. And then in some of the other paintings, you see that those same 2 women, the blonde one and the one with brown hair, but younger, along with another lady with blonde hair and a gentleman with brown hair and a big mustache. That seemed to be a family portrait of whenever this person was younger, the ones on the first painting. But yeah, that's what you see.
Do they all appear to be human?
Yeah, they are all human.
Okay.
All right.
By the
Do
way,
we
does
go
this
up?
count as a short rest, lying down on the...
Sure.
Nice.
You guys got a story in, so sure, counts as a short rest.
Let's go up.
Yep.
You guys going up?
So,
All right. As you guys go up, we're gonna use this time to take a break. For everybody to go to the bathroom, for everybody to take a snackaroni if they want to. Chat room and everybody watching right now, we would like to thank you once again for hanging out with us. We are going to take that short break. We'll be back in 10-15 minutes from now. So yeah, thank you for watching, and we hope that you continue to see the ending of The Winter's Light. All right.
See you in a bit.
We'll see you soon. Hello everyone and welcome back to The Winter's Light, our Christmas D&D story one-shot that we have going on here, and we are in a somber mood right now because we've entered a mysterious place. Our heroes have journeyed through the woods of the Walking Willow. They defeated the dark magic that assailed the trees there and managed to cleanse it. Then they found a skeleton in their way that tried to block them from the path towards their objective. He was too afraid to let other people try to succeed where he once failed. But our heroes grabbed his head carried it along with the rest of his body, split in a few pieces because it was a skeleton and things come off a little bit easy when there's no muscle. But they carried him to the top, and there he finally found peace and was released. These knights then proceeded through a blizzard, and they resisted it. They managed to move on through, along with Rufus leading the way, or actually no, with Drake leading the way, since his pride was hurt after hearing that a dog would probably be better than him. But nonetheless, they reached a tower, a mysterious tower, and inside that tower, they found what seemed to be a home, with paintings on the wall of a few ladies, a blonde lady and a dark brown hair lady, and pictures of their childhood, pictures of one of them with her family. And there were stairs at the center of this place, and our heroes, our knights, wanted to move up these stairs. Do you still want to, my friends?
Mm-hmm.
All
Yes.
right.
Yes.
You have not changed your mind. How fantastic. So, you climb up the stairs as they spiral and swirl and twirl. The sound of your footsteps is heard as they curl, but the stairs, they move on their own and thrust you all into the unknown. Everything spins, the walls move fast until you reach a new level at last. In here, the stairs slow down, as if showing you what's around. The walls are now books, a space of learning, with the painting of a woman and the diploma she is holding. Next to her is another, with pride and glee on her face, holding her sister tight in a warm embrace. Anything you're gonna have a little bit of time to
Does it
ask
say
me?
they're sisters, or do we just
You
think they are
can
because...
exactly. You can assume they are because of the photos you had seen before. These are the same blonde lady and dark brown haired lady. Anything
Hello.
else?
You only see books and the paintings?
It's just walls with bookshelves and desks, and then there's this central painting. Yes.
Is there
And the-
anything? Yeah.
Just wanna know if the stairs continue up, or is...
They are slowing down and moving. So the stairs right now, you've kind of are at the top of them. They weren't very big, but they are spiraling and moving on their own, carrying you up to through this tower. And they have they have slowed them. They have slowed them down, or they have slowed down here in this area to allow you to view things.
Oh, okay.
Is there anything on the desk?
Yes, the desks are riddled with books, and you can see from above, like the stairs are kind of like elevating you above the space. You can see from above that these seem to be documents. You have some of you have pretty decent eyesight, pretty decent perception. They are documents on what seems to be magical devices or mechanical devices. Some of them even seem like designs for toys, maybe. But this is kind of like the documentation you see on top of these desks and these tables.
For toys, huh?
Mm-hmm. And other strange arcane devices.
Santa's workshop.
Could it be? Anyway.
There's a central painting, right?
Yeah.
Can I touch it?
You can't. You're like the painting is. When I said central, it was central to your view, kind of on the wall. The tower itself is about, like, I would say close to 60 feet, maybe close to 60 feet or 50 feet wide. You guys are like right at the center through the stairs, and it doesn't even seem to be a way for you to climb out. It seems like the stairs are just kind of taking you on and moving
So we
through.
can't jump off.
You
okay.
can't jump. You don't seem like you jumping off be a good idea, because you would fall and possibly break something on
Okay,
you.
then I'll just,
Okay.
I guess
Yeah.
I'll just wait.
All
I'm
right.
just moving, right? Okay.
Okay. Then, it all turns again. You continue your climb. You leave that book room behind. Then the lights grow dimmer. Everything has a green shimmer, as if the whole place has lost its glimmer. You see a lab full of tools and glass, but the paintings on the wall now only show one lass. She stands tall and in her hand holds her prize, but it all means nothing when you look in her eyes. You expect happiness, but to your surprise, the truth is something she cannot disguise. But you can't stay long. The stairs have their own will, and they take you on until once more they stay still. You lay in a room dark as night, were it not for trophies that stand alight. The air around you is thicker and cold. The tower now feels bitter and old. The floating dust fills your lungs. The growing must reaches your tongues. One painting overlooks this floor, not a shred of joy anymore. An old woman, stern and weary, and a lack of color you can see clearly. But as you observe the area, the stairs kind of slowly moving, but still ascending. Whoa. They grow and stretch and break the ceiling, and the air turns from cold to unbelievably freezing. After this journey, you have reached the peak, and things have never looked so bleak. In front of you is the king in a cage, at the mercy of the blizzard's rage. His strength drained, his power lost. It feeds a crystal made of frost. Your eyes then move and spot another figure as she proclaims familiar words with vigor. An old scientist, now turned witch, evokes the curse in a haunting pitch. Cold, cold winter, eternal frost, remind all of what was lost. Let all of those who seek your light feel instead your rigid bite. Let the world that searches for a fleeting brilliance be now plunged into forever wickedness. She notices your presence and greets you with a stare. Brave knights, I hope you are aware. A woman like me must always prepare. If you came here to end his despair, then you must face my guardian. Do you dare? The top of the tower trembles and shakes as a large creature from the storm breaks. A golem made of metal and ice. At its core, a technological device. Its face resembles a woman, and its voice it projects. The master I must guard. The master I must protect. My friends, roll initiative.
Oh my god.
All right. I'm gonna move you guys to the map. This one is crazy.
Wait. Disregard that because I rolled with advantage by mistake.
It is fine. We don't have to worry. But look at this. Look at this amazing map that is literally just a circle. Hey man, I can make towers, but it has snow, so you know that's a plus. Anyway.
I'm so immersed right now.
I'm glad I have the levels of immersion of a horror movie. All right.
Can barely see my tokens; they're so white.
Yeah, it's because of all the snow. I'm so sorry. You're just very shiny right now. Anyway, you guys can rearrange yourselves however you see fit. I will explain a few things about the map. Let me just take note of your initiatives. And also, wow, that is terrifying. I just rolled a natural 1. All right, so now a natural 20. Was it a natural 20? Or was this, no, it was just a 20. Okay, I thought that Zelda had a natural 20 for a second. No. It would have been cool. Okay, so where is yours, Harmy? I don't see it. Can you tell me what the name, what the number was?
Yeah, I don't see it. Oh wait, 1 minute ago? That sounds like too long, but it was an 11.
An 11.
11.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me give me a moment to note this. So Zelda, Gigante, and then you, Brylee, and then we. Wow, poor Drake with a 5. Yeah. Snow with an 8 again. Also, load there, and then Drake, and finally the Winter Protector goes last. All right, so a couple of things I want to explain to you about what's happening. The figure, the woman that you saw, is floating up in the air, surrounded by what seems to be an orb of frost around her. In front of you, you see this golem-like creature with the face of a woman, and behind there is a cage with what seems to be the king. You recognize his long white beard and long white hair. with very thick furs and coats of bluish in color. You notice to its side there seems to be this frost crystal surrounded by a ring of gold that is spinning around it and siphoning something off of the king. As the king looks weakened, Borealis looks kind of semi-unconscious, almost falling unconscious, and there's something draining its power and moving it to the crystal that then shoots up into the sky, creating the blizzard that you see around you. So those are the things you guys should take into account. The tower also has the little I forget the name. I knew it before today, but I forget the name. You know the little things that come out that look like teeth around towers that the towers in the chess piece have? Yeah, the tower has that. So it's kind of hard for you to push anything away, including yourselves. So you are safe from falling. I don't want nobody to worry about that today because we don't want horrible things happening. All right, that being said, I believe it is time for us to begin our battle. Zelda, you rolled a 20. It is your turn.
I'm gonna hit the crystal.
You're gonna hit the crystal. All right.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll an attack for me if you could.
20.
A 20. As you throw your little pebble at the crystal, the Winter Protector is going to use its reaction to use Deflect and Protect. It moves in front of the crystal, and you hit it actually, so you can still roll damage, but it blocks the attack that is directed at that thing.
7.
As it flings off. All right, 7 damage as it flings off of its metal and ice carapace. By the way, I made that with AI. It's not exactly how I pictured in my head, but it's the best I could do. Okay. All right. You still have more attacks. I'm gonna move it
I'm gonna
here.
repeat the same thing
At the crystal again.
at the crystal.
Then this will
27.
this will be with disadvantage. Roll again.
If you scroll onto the thingy, the giant, he has a heart between his legs.
He does. I did not notice that. Okay, that is
That
sadly
is
going to
very
miss.
true.
It fires off and misses off of the plate of the creature that seems to be in front of it. Anything else?
Yes, and now I'll hit the creature.
You hit the creature with Hordebreaker. Go ahead. Another pebble. That also
11.
bounces off of its metal carapace, not finding purchase there. All right, Zelda, do you wish to move at all?
I'll move here.
All right, you move a little bit further up. Gotcha. Okay, Zelda, that finishes your turn. Gigante, it's yours.
I'm gonna order Rufus to go here
All right, he moves there.
and bite the giant's ankles.
Bite the giant's ankles. All right, go ahead. Roll the bite for Rufus.
That's a miss.
He does bite it, but he can't like crack into it, and it's hurting his little teeth a little bit. But he removes them.
Now I myself
You yourself.
want to move here,
Okay.
and I want to hold my attack. For whenever the giant moves, I want to shoot at the crystal.
Okay. Whenever the giant moves, you shoot at the crystal. Got it. Can you keep that in mind for me, please? The held
Yeah.
attack. Okay. I'm gonna write it here. Okay. All right. So that finishes your turn, Gigante. Now, Brylee, it is yours.
Oh boy. Let me look at everyone in sight. I shall use guidance on Snow.
I will tell you this: guidance will not help here. Guidance is only ability checks.
Only ability?
Yeah,
Okay.
only ability checks. So not
okay,
attacks.
never mind that. Not that then.
I will allow you something though. If you want to use guidance on Snow, the next time she tries to roll for wild magic, if it fails, in the case that it fails, she can subtract the guidance from it.
Whoa. Dang.
Up to you.
Curious. I'm a little. I really do not know. Also, let me check something real quick. This is an action, also.
It is.
Then I instead of that, because it would be really cool, but
It's up to you. It's up to you.
I will instead use Wild Shape.
Hurrah! Druid!
Yeah! And I will become a massive polar bear.
A massive polar bear. Okay, let me
With
look for something. This is
on the claws.
yes. That detail remains. Let me see something. Okay, we might not get it. Oh, we do! Bam! There's a polar bear. Okay. Let me do something for you. Okay. I'm gonna
Damn.
give you ownership of this. I just have
You
to.
are no bear.
I just have to edit a few things on it. Okay. And then here. Let's put it there. Okay, I have to. If you don't, I'm gonna give you ownership, and let's see if you can move it. Okay.
Can I try?
Let's wait 1 second.
Okay.
Try now.
Yeah!
Damn.
Okay, you can rotate it as well. Let me see if I.
I was.
There we
going
go.
to ask-
It's
how-
control scroll. Control scroll. I was testing.
Oh, okay. Either way, that's fine. I think I'm also gonna go and attack the. Well, I'm probably gonna be stopped, but I can try to go for the crystal as well.
All right, you go for the crystal. Give
Yes.
me just one moment, just to check something. Yes, you can attack it. You can attack it.
Yeah, because it's within range still, and
Yeah, I'm gonna move
let me
Brylee
see.
away into darkness.
Yes. So let me look at the thingies. So I can. It says multi-attack, so I'm gonna.
We're only gonna do one attack, okay? Because it is a nerfed
because
bear.
of the action of turning.
And no, it's not just that. It's because technically you shouldn't be able to be a bear, but it is a Christmas one-shot, and without a polar bear it would not be complete. So we are nerfing it a little bit, and that nerf will be you can only attack once. Okay.
Hey. Then
Let's do
I'm
it.
gonna claw
Claw
the
it!
crystal. Yes.
Go ahead.
So that's melee weapon attack plus 4 to hit. So I what do I tap?
Just let's do a regular /roll d20 on Foundry, and then you can add the modifier, which is +4. We already know.
Wait. Slash.
Roll
Oh gosh.
/roll space
Roll
1d20.
1d20.
That is
Yeah.
going to hit. Go ahead and roll the dice of the damage, and we'll add the modifiers as well.
Okay, so the damage one is. What was it? Oh my god! 1d6 plus 2.
All right.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Roll 1d6.
Yes.
1d6.
5 points plus 2, 7.
Plus 2, 7.
All right. Okay. You see, in sparkling snow and crystals, Brylee turns.
Let me just add one little detail.
What is it?
The way that I transform, I have
boy.
antlers with a little bit of a mistletoe on one of them. So I grab the one that I had, I touch the mistletoe with it, and then it swirls, and you can see like zoom ins on specific parts of the body transforming into the animal like magical
Sailor
girls.
Moon.
And boom, bear.
Okay, exactly. That was
Animorph.
actually the idea I had of what you wanted. It was exactly some type of thing. Since you said anime at the beginning, I would assume this was what was going for. But she transforms into a bear, scratches at the crystal, doing amazing damage there. All right. Now, I believe there's nothing else you can do, Brylee, so I'm gonna shove the turn off to the snow. Snow, please.
Okay, so You see Snow raising her hands, and 6 ornament balls appear around her. Oh my god, Jesus, my antlers.
Yes.
3 ornament balls just
Yeah.
appear around her. I just have a question.
Mm-hmm.
This spell usually or normally does fire damage. Can I change that to bludgeoning damage?
Hey man, why not? Well, let's do bludgeoning. Yeah, sure.
So, 6 ornaments appear on top of her, and she will throw. Well, as a bonus action, she will throw 1 at the crystal and 1 at the guy.
The guy. All right, go ahead. This spell attacks from you, right?
Yes.
All right, go ahead and roll.
And
the
it's a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, okay. So I have to make a dex save. Okay. So the crystal is a crystal. So surprisingly, it fails. But the creature is going to use one of its legendary resistances to resist the effect. All right. So go ahead and roll the damage.
7.
The 7 on the crystal, and on success it takes half, right?
Yes.
The other guy will take half. Okay, so 7 on the crystal is going to be mathematics. Okay, 7 on the crystal, and then we'll say 3 on the creature. As these giant ornament balls, you begin hearing these songs that you only heard back at home, and they, as she throws them, these bells jingling and hitting the frost crystal and hitting the creature as it. The master I must protect. Now, you did cast a spell. Wild magic.
7.
Okay, roll a d100. Let's see what you get. I'm gonna pull up your list.
Roll. It's a 1d 100.
Yeah, 1d100. Yeah, 14.
14.
All right, let me see what you get. Okay, so this is funny. Let me see. Well, I'm gonna say Drake is affected by it because it's funny anyway. Drake and Snow. Suddenly, as you see you hear the bells jingling, you're just reminded of home, and the smell of cake comes into your nose. You really want cake. Chocolate cake, any cake. But both of you are really hungry for cake and now looking for it around you. It has no effect in battle, don't worry. But just know that both of you are really hungry for cake. Drake wants
Even
cake.
more.
All right, Snow. Anything else?
I really wish for cake right now. But yeah, nothing more.
All right. So after Snow, it is Drake, my friend.
All right. So Drake takes a step onward and starts getting into a very confident pose, like if you were watching a superhero movie. And he goes, "It's time to get this cake." And I use vicious mockery on the golem.
On the golem, do you insult it as well?
Yes, precisely. I just puff up my chest. I turn to him. "You're a poopy head. Want me to spell it out? A poopy head."
All right, let's see if it is insulted. It is extremely insulted and takes the damage. Go ahead and roll for 5 damage. The creature's head just turns to you and says, "That is not very nice of you to say." It takes the 5 damage and the debuff from your spell, which is going to. Give me a moment. I will spill it out. They have disadvantage on their next attack roll before the end of its next turn, thanks to your vicious mockery of calling it a poopy head. All right, Drake, is there anything else you want?
Yeah, on my bonus action, I want to use bardic inspiration on. Could be on the big polar bear.
Big polar bear with inspiration. Let's do it.
Yes.
What song do you play for it? I will even, if you have a song prepared, I will even bring the music down so that everybody listens.
All right. I just go. Oh, you can hear it. Wait. I don't want this to be super loud. Okay, you can barely hear it. Whatever. I play some sick tunes. That's what matters.
Is that the Nokia sound?
Yeah, that was the Nokia. Okay, if you can hear it, nice.
Okay, so Bear, you are inspired now.
I can never break. I think inside of my head.
Yes, you think inside of your head, but outside, what does the bear say? Okay, very nice. All right, Drake, are you moving anything else, or are you just moving that step forward?
I'm just moving that step forward, yeah.
All right, got it. Then that brings us to the end of Drake's turn, and now brings us to the first round of our friend here, the Winter Protector. So, it is going to, what is it going to do? Yeah. You see the golem kind of turn towards the polar bear, and its arms extended. You see it as a very large creature, as it says, "Settle down," and tries to grab the polar bear with disadvantage because of our boy's vicious mockery. That is still a 20 to hit with disadvantage, so that's gonna hit the bear. It, however, does not deal damage. It just holds on to you, and I need you to make a Wisdom saving throw using your Brylee stats. You need to beat a 10.
Wisdom saving. Normal roll this time.
Normal roll, yes.
22.
22 succeeds. However, you are still grappled by this creature. You feel this comforting sense in your heart being held by it, but it doesn't. The effect doesn't find purchase within you. You are still grappled. However, you can break free from this effect if on your turn you use an action to make an acrobatics or athletics check of your choice. It can be acrobatics or athletics. It's however you want.
Okay.
I will just add a little thing, which is even if you're grappled, you can still attack. You just can't move. All right? All right.
In the meantime, I'm gonna hug back. A big bear hug.
Okay. Got
Do
it.
I get to attack the crystal?
You get to attack the crystal now. It moved. It didn't move at anyone, but it moved to hold the person. So
Okay.
I'm gonna say just before it does that, you manage to release. That is going to hit. Go ahead and roll damage. All right, 8 points of damage to the crystal that you deal as you shoot an olive at it, and it shatters in. The crystal is starting to crack a little bit. All right, that is the end of its turn. It's holding on to the bear. Now we go back to Zelda. Top of the round, it is you.
I'm gonna, as a bonus action, gonna cast Hunter's Mark
Hunter's Mark.
towards the golem.
Towards the golem, all right? You mark it. It is Hunter's marked.
There you go. And now I'm gonna attack it.
Go ahead. 22 hits. Go ahead and roll damage. 7 points of damage. Gotcha.
And now plus 1d8. 1d6.
D6
Sorry.
for the Hunter's mark. 6!
6. Whew.
This is on the golem?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Anything else?
And do I have a clear angle towards the crystal?
It's very tough to hit it from here.
What if I crouch?
Even if you
'Cause
crouch, it would be very tough to hit. You can still try, but the AC of the crystal is bumped up higher. It has full cover.
Let me check. I think I can move.
If you move kind of in the angle where our boy Gigante is, you might be able to hit it a little bit better. You're still gonna get a little bit of cover, but less.
But I think it's fine. I think I can move a lot.
All right.
And
You
it'll
can
be
move
fine.
30 feet.
I
It's
can move,
fine.
like here
Gotcha.
and attack it with
All right.
my bonus, my not bonus, but a horde breaker.
Horde breaker, go.
Pew. 22.
22 hits. Go ahead and roll the damage. C'est écrit ça.
12.
12 damage, c'est très damage. Okay, all right. You hit the crystal and it cracks a little bit further. Very good, very good. Anything else, Zelda?
Can't
All
do
right.
anything else.
And now, the wind begins to push and push you. I'm gonna need everybody here, except for the bear, because it is being held, to make a strength saving throw. You have to beat a 14. Everyone.
Nope.
Strength.
Yes, strength.
14.
All right. Can you make
Only
one
have
for Rufus?
17.
Oh yeah.
17, 14, 15. Okay.
Yep. We open his sheet.
Strength saving throw. All right, he fails as well. So everybody who just failed their strength saving throw is going to be pushed back 15 feet. So pushed back towards, southward from the blizzard's energy. 15. However,
More.
Everyone failed, right?
no.
Not me.
Only Rufus and Gigante failed. Zelda, you can go back. You were all right. You succeeded with a 14. You had to
Oh,
beat
I
it.
succeeded?
Yeah,
Oh,
meets it, beats
okay.
it. And now, in your situation, Polar Bear,
Yeah.
with the
I'm
creature,
grappled, so.
with the creature holding you, you see on its feet, there's ice forming, and it is going to slide with the wind and try to drag you. I will do with you a contested athletics check, so strength for the bear. We use the strength of the bear to see if you can wrestle away, or see if it can, if it can drag you.
19.
19. It rolled a 23. You are going to be dragged away and still grappled by it.
That's
So
for me, it's doing the same thing again, Foundry, so I can no longer see anything. Wait, it's
it's
loading.
fine.
Okay, back.
You're over there. You're over there, dragged along with the creature as it slides back into your direction. Okay, at the end of Zelda's turn, aside from this, the creature is also going to use its legendary action to... let me pick what I wanted to do. Yes, it is going to use its legendary action to do a quick flick, and it is going to just ping, flick at the forehead of the polar bear. That is going to be 25 to hit, so that's going to hit the polar bear. The polar bear is going to take 9 points of bludgeoning damage as the golem just kind of grabs you and on your forehead just gives you a quick flick with its finger, and it hurts, but still a flick. But that's what it does.
Oh wait, it takes away from my current bear form points.
Exactly, which will take the average of the bear form. We'll take the
Right?
average.
Then the average?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Wait, then it was how many? 6?
Let me see. Oh, you took 9 points of bludgeoning damage?
9. So I don't take that from my actual.
No, it's the bear. The bear takes
Let
it.
me get those back up. Okay, so that is. Oh god, everything is failing. Okay, I have.
Disaster!
Where's the age? Oh, there it is. So 10. Okay,
All right.
Gotcha.
All right, you have 10 as a bear?
No. I am now at 10.
Oh,
I
okay.
think.
Got it. You took 9, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, finishing that, Gigante, it's your turn.
All right. I'm gonna order Rufus once again to go up to the crystal. And this time, bite the crystal.
Bite the crystal. Go ahead. It doesn't seem to be protected by anything. $22. All right.
9 points.
That
of damage.
hits with 9 points of damage. 1 second. All right. It bites at the crystal, sinking its fangs on the cracks already, and the cracks even further.
All right. I want to move closer. And I want to shoot the crystal.
Want to
Is
shoot the
the crystal bigger than me?
It is.
Okay,
I would
then
say
I'll
yeah.
use Fury of the Small.
Let's go. Fury of the Small on it.
Is that hit?
Nice, nice.
It's,
That's gonna
28.
hit.
So damage.
9
plus
points.
3 from Fury of the Small.
Okay, so that is a total of 12 points of damage on the crystal. It is on the verge of cracking.
All right, that's it. That's I end my
All right.
turn there.
Gigante's turn is done. Brylee, it is you, Bear. You are still held.
You remember the space dog, the error? It's back.
Yeah. Well,
Anyway,
you're being held by the creature. You're away from the crystal.
Exactly.
You can't move.
just one thing that I've noticed in the meantime.
Yeah.
Before when I attacked, it should have been 2d6s. I think.
Roll another one.
I was going to use bite now instead of claw. But it's. Oh wait, it was 2d4s.
It's
Wait.
however you prefer. It doesn't
I
matter.
did it.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm gonna use bite again.
Let's go. Bite it.
Go.
Tell me to
roll. Oh right, I cannot roll there. Let's roll a d20. Everyone. 16.
16. It strikes at the plate of the creature, not managing to hit it properly. But you are still held. You use your action to stay there, to attack. Excuse me. So you're still held by it. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it, Brylee. All right. Snow.
Yes.
It is you.
Okay. So as a bonus action, I will throw one of the 3 ornaments to the crystal.
To the crystal. Go ahead. Oh, it's a save, right? It fails because it can't move. Go ahead and roll damage.
I will roll damage. 8
Alright.
damage.
8 points of damage you rolled at this crystal. You see, as the Christmas ornament jingle bells strikes the frost crystal, it all cracks. It is completely shattered, like when you hit glass and it all like breaks. However, it doesn't shatter. And as soon as you see, you look at the crystal, you look at the core of this being, and the blue core stops working. It is going to use its last legendary resistance, it only had 2, to protect the crystal and make it invulnerable until the end of the next round.
Okay. Okay. So the other 3 ornament I will send to the
guy.
golem.
Okay, the girl actually. It rolled a 12. It has no modifier on Dex, so it's it's going to fail the saving throw and take the full on 8 damage.
Oh, nice roll.
Or 7 damage in this case.
7 damage.
Okay.
Am I melee with him?
You are.
Shit. Okay.
She is indeed melee with you. Yeah.
With her. Sorry.
Anything else?
Okay. This was only a bonus action, so I still have my
Exactly.
action. I will, since I'm melee, I will touch it with my hands and cast Shocking Grasp.
Shocking grasp on it. All right. Go ahead and make the attack. It is still a. Ooh.
Yeah.
Your hands are shocking, but then they get really cold as they get close to the creature, and you lose grasp on the spell and fail it.
And Wild Magic is not turned on.
Wild magic is not turned on, but you're still hungry for cake.
I'm still hungry for cake.
All right, Snow. At the end of your turn, it is going to use its other legendary action to flick at the giant polar bear that seems to be the biggest threat. So that is going to be a 20 to hit, not natural, just a dirty 20. Which means you take... Oh, that was max damage. You take 11 points of bludgeoning damage from the flick. Poof, on your forehead.
And with that, I'm back to just regular old Brylee.
All right, regular old Brylee is right over there. Now grabbed by the creature as it kind of almost drops you. Actually, I'm gonna say it doesn't know you're gonna stop, existing out of nowhere. So it
Yeah.
releases the grapple on you, and you manage to drop. Since you are a gnome, you're much smaller than a polar bear. If you wish to transform again, I'm going to keep it here, though, just in case.
Just in case. Okay.
All right, so that was at the end of Snow's turn. So now it is Drake.
So, can I examine who's like someone that's the most hurt, who's been taking the most damage?
For sure, you can. Guys, in a non-numbery way, how hurt does every one of you look?
Fine.
Fresh.
Okay.
We're all good? Okay, but you're not me. Okay.
I have a few scratches and bruises, but I'm fine.
Okay, then, Then I can... Then I'm gonna step back a little. I'm gonna
Step
step
back.
back
He is
about
not-
10, 15 feet.
The creature is not going to strike at you.
Okay. And I'll use, as a bonus action, I'll use another Bardic Inspiration.
Okay.
I'll use my Bardic Inspiration this time on Zelda, if she is in range. Or is she too far away?
Nah, she's in range. It's fine.
She's in range? Okay. Then I play the same melody as before. Gracing her ears and making her feel more inspired, hopefully. And... Da-na-na-na-na.
Yeah.
And I will try to cast Bane on the Golem.
Cast Bane on the Golem. All right, that's a Charisma saving throw, right?
Yes.
It fails with a 2. It is baned. So, how does your Bane look? What do you tell it to hurt its feelings so bad that it has to subtract the d4 from its attacks and saving throws?
Wait, what do I... Am I like
You're calling him stuff, names and stuff when you're baning him.
Oh, I'll double down on the poopy head. I'll go to town on that.
You're just gonna call him a poopy head again.
Yeah, I'll keep the poopy... my channel is gonna be poopy head. Till he can't take it anymore.
All right, as you're channeling the spell, you just hear the voice of a dragon, poopy head, pointing at the creature. It is now baned, and actually, you know what the cool thing is? Give me a second. I can put Bane on him like that, so I don't forget. That's pretty cool.
Nice.
Oh.
All right, so it is baned. Drake, do you wish to move further, or are you gonna stick there?
I guess I'll walk the full 30. So I did 5, 10. Yeah, I'll stay like here 20.
All right.
Over there on 20 feet.
Gotcha. Okay, so at the end of your turn, it is going to throw another flick, and this flick is going to be this time at Snow with this legendary action. Let's see if it hits. Natural 1. It flicks the air and fails the attack on Snow. However, we're back to its turn. And now, it's going to do something really cool. You see the golem's mouth kind of turn a little bit to the side, or the golem itself, and then she opens her mouth and is going to use Skating Ring to create a sheet of frost that is going to be excuse me, give me 1 second. I have to get the measurements right. 30 feet by 30 feet. Whoops, that's not what I meant to do. And it is going to put it right over here. So, as the ground itself all freezes, any creature that tries to move within this space has to make a dexterity saving throw. If they fail, they fall prone and they slide 10 feet in the direction that they intended to move. And if you move carefully in it at half your movement speed, you don't have to do the saving throw. Okay? All right.
What if they have ice skates?
If they have ice skates, they can move freely.
Nice.
All right. So that's going to be its turn. It regains its all of its stuff, and it is going to move with its own icy feet back at nearby the crystal there. All right. That's going to be its turn. Top of the round, Zelda, it is you.
I'm gonna attack the golem.
Attack the golem, go ahead.
I'm inspired, so I have advantage on hit, right?
You
No.
get to add a 1d8 to the roll. To the attack roll.
1d8.
Yeah. If you miss, you can choose to use inspiration. You don't miss.
I don't miss.
So you can hit it. 6 points of
So
damage.
6 plus 1d6 because he's still
Hunter's marked? Correct. Wow.
6.
Okay.
I'm gonna attack again.
Okay. Go ahead.
24.
24 to hit. Okay.
Eliza, is that you?
It's literally every time she plays a ranger.
5
5.
plus now.
Hunter's mark doesn't trigger anymore. I think it's only once per turn. I'm not sure, but you can check.
Until the spell ends, you deal an extra 1d6 damage to the target whenever hit it with a weapon attack.
Really?
Whenever.
Oh
Yeah.
god. Okay, go ahead. This is troubling.
3.
3 points. Okay, gotcha.
And it doesn't really do anything, but I'm gonna do it anyways because I'm in fire and like I want to shoot more pebbles, so I'm gonna do a horde breaker towards the crystal that
Go ahead.
takes no damage now.
You miss it.
10.
It fires off into the distance, but still you see Zelda holding her slingshot, aiming true as Aurora comes and trails behind her attacks. They hit the back of the golem as it goes, oh, ouch, that hurt. And it turns towards you. All right, Zelda. Winds once again as you finish your turn. Begin assailing this place. I need everybody to roll a strength saving throw. You have to beat a 14. If you fail beating a 14, you are pushed 15 feet.
23.
You succeed. Gigante fails, poor guy. What did you get, Hermie?
8.
You fail.
I'll fail.
Rufus fails as well. And Snow, I don't see your...
Wait,
Okay. I thought it would be bugged.
I can't.
What do I have to do? I have to move back.
Move 15 feet, yeah, back. South.
15.
South,
Does
15.
the ice ring affect it?
It does. Whoever is pushed through the ice ring is going to move all the way to the end, to the opposite end of the ice ring, until it is out of the ice ring.
Okay.
All right. So
I failed.
you failed. You also move 15 feet back. If you bump into someone, you stop there.
Oh wait, then I've bumped into her. Oh, maybe not. Wait, I was in front of her, so.
Okay, so you bumped, you stop.
Wait. Fish.
If you bump, you stop. Yeah, then she moves. She has to move. She has to move the 15 feet back because she failed.
And I will move together with her because
no,
we
you
were
stay.
pushed at the same time.
But you stay.
Oh.
You bump into her and then she moves. I'm gonna keep it that way, because it's
Can
more.
you, can you
it's more
move
fun.
for me?
I can. There you go. You couldn't move. Okay.
I can't do anything right now.
Oh.
It bugged
But,
again.
but yes, I
No,
I turned it off and I turned it back on. The whole backstage production has been quite the scene.
I'm sorry about that, but either way,
okay.
we've ended that. So now comes the turn of Gigante. My friend.
All right. So I'm gonna order Rufus to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
All right.
And he gets to attack from here, right?
He does. He can attack the
So you-
golem if you want
He
to.
went to right. He's gonna attack the golem.
Go ahead and roll.
I'm gonna bite at his ankles again. Or try to.
16 misses sadly as you the fangs once again sink into the metal and don't
Alright.
manage to crush it completely. Fish, we lost your camera. Was that intentional?
No, I have a computer problem, like my keyboard, mouse, and everything died. But keep on going. I'm hearing you.
Okay,
Trying
got
to
it.
fix it.
This is so Christmassy right now.
Right? All good.
Okay, so,
So-
Rufus misses, but you still have yours.
I'm
Yeah.
Brylee now.
I'm trying to understand range itself. Because I wanted to use ensnaring strike. Is that on hit?
Yeah, it's
Because
not
it
on
says
hit.
range self.
Yeah, you cast it on your bow, and then your shot, or
And then
in
I
case,
shoot.
Yeah, on your olive, you cast it on your olives, and then you shoot it at
All
someone.
right, then I'm gonna use ensnaring strike then.
All right. You use
And
ensnaring
I'm gonna
strike.
shoot.
Olive goes off with magic around it. Goblin swole magic. Go ahead and roll. That
19.
hits. That hits. So,
Nice.
can you tell me what
So
the
I'm gonna
save?
I'm gonna roll for damage first on the bow.
Got it. Okay.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
that's 9.
9 points of piercing damage. Got it.
And now for ensnaring strike, which I guess I don't think it changes on second on level 2. No, it does. Okay, so I cast it at level 2.
Got it.
I'll use all my slots for that. The save is 14 strength.
It succeeds on the strength save with a natural 16 plus its modifier.
Okay, so but you still take
Damage.
right?
Yeah.
All right. So
I
I'm
gotta
gonna
restart
roll.
my computer. I'll be right back. Sorry.
Yes, ma'am.
So you take 2 damage plus
2
my
damage.
9.
Plus your 9. Yes. Gotcha. All right, Gigante. Do you want to move yourself, or are you staying put?
I'll stay here.
All right. And how did your ensnaring strike? How was the olive enchanted? What did the olive look like?
As you shoot, it leaves a trail of red light, like a very quick sniper shot, and this red light just enveloped around the golem
right.
and
All right,
bursted
cool.
up on his head.
Sick. All right, Swole Gigante's turn is ended. Now it is Brylee's turn. You are just at the edge of the ice. What shall you do?
Exactly. If I try to hit the crystal with a spell, if it's a straight line, which I believe it is, let me just confirm. Yeah, it's a cylinder, so it's a beam. Would I be able to hit the crystal, or because the golem is in front of it, I would hit the golem instead?
What spell are you trying to cast? Excuse me?
Moonbeam.
Moonbeam would technically hit the crystal. However, I will tell you something. The crystal, until the end of this round, is invulnerable. So it will not damage it, because the golem used one of its abilities. It's just the golem standing there. And it is starting to show cracks on the ice, and the metal is starting to bend. So it is starting to get lower on hit points.
Okay. Then I'll use the moonbeam on the golem then.
Focused on the golem. All right, you focus your moonbeam on the golem. What saving throw is that I have to make?
15 Constitution.
15 Constitution. It fails
Welcome
with a
back.
natural 5. And Fish is back. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
All right,
Then,
roll the damage. For the moonbeam.
12 radiant damage.
12 radiant damage from your moonbeam. Let me just see something. Yeah, it is going to take it. It is going to take it anyway because it's going to start its turn there. Okay, so 12 points of radiant damage on it as this beam crashes down the fog and the blizzard and envelops the creature, hurting it. You see the metal bend more, and the ice begin to slowly drop in chunks on the ground. It's starting to look hurt. All right, Brylee, are you moving or are you staying put?
I am staying put, but just as a side note,
Yeah.
While all of this is happening, where is the old lady?
The old lady is above flying in a
Above
frost
flying.
globe and looking, staring down at you.
On top, like in the center of the circle?
No, she is farther north.
Further north. Okay.
And she seems to be kind of still in saying the words for the enchantment and moving the winds with it as the crystal stands still. All right, Snow.
Okay.
It's your turn.
Okay,
It is looking kind of hurt.
I'll move here.
Okay.
The lady is very far away, right? We
Yeah.
cannot.
You cannot
Okay.
hit her. Yeah.
Okay, so I'll use my last ornament to hit the golem. I have 2 more.
Go ahead. So that is dex saves. First one is a 2 fails. Second one is the 14. Does the 14 succeed?
Yes, it's 14. He has to.
All right. So it fails one, succeeds the other, as the giant
1,
balls.
2.
Okay, so got it. It is hanging by a thread after it's bludgeoned with the jingle of your Christmas ornament. I mean, Winter's Light ornaments.
Yes. And as an action, I will throw it an ice knife.
Ice knife at it. All right. Go ahead and
Level
roll for the attack. Level 3 ice knife. Okay, let's see what happens.
Well, 2. 2.
2. Oh, okay. 2.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20 is going to hit. Go ahead and roll the damage.
And a roll.
Oh my god. You see the frost explosion as it shatters. Does not damage the creature as it is immune to frost, but the knife still sticks in one of its arms. It's barely functioning. You have it at a number so ridiculously low that I won't even dare say it with the 2 piercing damage.
Okay.
But it sadly is still standing. All right. Snow, there's still one thing you gotta do.
Actually,
Actually,
I cannot have like 2 bonus actions, right? Because if I use Quicken Spell.
yeah, well, you
I
cannot
already
have
used-
2 bonus
okay,
actions
okay.
now.
Okay.
All right.
Roll 1d20.
Wild magic. Roll D100
Let's
for
go.
me. Let's see how stupid it
Roll.
gets.
64.
64. All right, a 64 on the table that you made. You see the fog that stands above all of the clouds. One little one flies down and stands on Snow's head and is surrounding her head, and you can't see what's going on.
Oh,
It's
no.
literally what you wrote there. So there's a cloud on your head right now, Snow, and you're hungry for cake.
I can't see anything.
Not your head.
Does
in the
anyone have
clouds.
cake?
And then the clouds. Okay.
I cannot answer that.
After Snow's turn, Drake, my friend, it is you. He is the creature. She is hanging by a thread.
Alright, the creature looks as it's giving its lasts.
does.
I'll do what any kid will love to do and have its heroic moment. I'll rush in and I'll use my dragon's breath on it.
All right, let's do it. It needs to make a dexterity saving throw, but it won't matter. It rolled a natural 20, but it doesn't matter because it's still gonna take damage.
Saved.
And
Wait,
it
so-
was at 1 hit point. Mick, please describe to me how your breath, your fiery breath, takes and destroys this golem, or excuse me, shuts it down.
So I start to get my arms in position. I flex my legs a little bit, getting and as I'm starting to inhale the air to spit it out into a burst of flames, I think about that lovely cake, and my stomach starts to grumble, and I burst out fiery wind in his direction.
All right.
Can I shoot it from here, or do I have to move like do I have to be in a line?
You can reach it.
It's
30
30 feet, okay.
Yeah, it's 30 feet. It reaches it. You burn it with fire. As the fire's beginning to consume the ice and melt it, you see the creature. Oh no, master, and shuts down, back with its knees on the ground, bringing us now out of combat.
Yeah, start to do a Fortnite dance to celebrate.
Fortnite dance to celebrate. So, guys, as that happens, you smash the crystal. and in a moment, the blizzard all that is in the skies with all of the fog gathers back into it, and then it explodes in a shockwave of cold as then small ice, blue crystals, and many shapes begin to slowly form in the air and drift back down into the tower. The lady that was flying above drifts down, flies down, her globe shattered as she grabs onto the pieces of the crystal. No, my crystal, my life's work. You've shattered it and it is surely unrepairable. Why must you do this?
People want to. You're ruining everybody's winters. The
winter's light is a lie. A falsehood born of the king's flaunting. It serves only to remind others of their suffering and sacrifices. What I was doing was a service for the sorrowful hearts of those that spend this night by themselves, as I have so many.
Why don't you join us? And
Let
then you
me.
won't
Can I
spend it
do
alone.
something?
You can.
I'm sorry.
We'll address you, Tresh, in a second.
I'm gonna cast minor illusion with the same voice that the golem had.
Yeah.
That seemed somewhat like a female. And very close to her ears, the voice will whisper, "You know this is not what I wanted."
Oh shit. As you do that, you see her eyes kind of... What foul trickery is this? What are you doing to me?
We know you're very, very sad. We saw the pictures on the way up, and we kind of know what happened, and we're really sorry for your loss, but making everyone miserable is not going to bring her back. In fact, I believe she's going to be very sad to know that her beloved sister is bringing misery to everyone. So just take Gigante's invitation and come celebrate with us. You don't have to be alone.
And maybe take the man out of the cage.
Yeah.
All right, does someone go there and remove him?
Yeah, I'll go.
All right. As you do, he kind of you open it easily as there seemed to be a spell binding the cage itself, and as it broke, so did the lock on it, and you managed to open it and kind of hold back the man that goes, "Thank you, Drake, and thank you, knights. I truly appreciate what you have done here today, and you." My dearest Amara, look at the cost of all of you've created. A mind so brilliant, yet so blind to what truly matters. The winter's light is a celebration of hope. Hope that even in the darkest times, the toughest, the coldest, we can still find beauty, find purpose, find love. Hope that we can turn sadness into joy, conflict into peace, even if just for a little, and see if whatever small flame we find is worth rekindling. The woman looks kind of visibly shaken, especially by what you did to her mind, and she goes, "She is not dead. My sister lives. I just never had the time to be with her. And I feel that I have said too many no's. And I am now alone."
It's okay. It's a time of forgiving.
Wait,
I'm sure
she
she'll
lives-
understand.
She lives where?
Far from here. In Dusk Valley. At the edge of it, the other edge.
Well, why haven't you just tried to spend this time with her?
Because for many years I've refused these invitations. I had no time with my work and what I was doing. And every time the light would remind me of what I was missing.
And I'm sure even if you show up uninvited, she'll be happy to see you. It's surely a better option than to make everyone else miserable.
You.
Yes, we'll take you there. It'll be our new adventure.
Yeah, Drake will take you there.
Do that. I can transform into a lot of cool animals.
Like a penguin.
Yes.
The king, kind of resting on Drake's shoulder, motions to the Amara, which seems to be her name. My child, you have given so much to this world. Why won't you allow it to give something back? You see her face kind of slowly showing herself, kind of processing what just happened. Her angry, furrowed brow gently rises and relaxes. Her eyes reveal what was underneath all of that rage. Regret. She looks around at all of her broken creations and she falls to her knees and says, Forgive me, Your Majesty, brave knight. In my pursuit of perfection, my chase of achievement, I lost sight of why I first began, and I was there when I did. Were you not to stop me, who knows how far I would have gone. So thank you.
Okay.
I guess I kind of wanted to be stopped. So I'm glad that you did.
We're here to save the day.
And we can make cake now.
And if you want company, there's a skeleton down the street. He might want to join you on your travels.
Isn't the skeleton gone?
It disappeared, yeah.
He went away, but we don't know where he is.
Exactly.
Oh. I want to look for him. Another one shot, please.
Okay, we will have next Christmas. We'll have one, which is the search for Clackerson.
Yeah, I told you. I said there was gonna be a sequel.
Anyway, she kind of joins you and asks permission, motions to ask permission to pet Rufus. As you guys all join, Gigante, do you give her?
I say no, but Rufus just runs to her and starts licking her face anyway.
Okay, she kind of falls to the ground with Rufus on top. You see King Borealis, a smile on his face, partly recovered in strength. He kind of pushes back off of Drake's help, and you see that he is very tall, maybe like over 2 meters tall. He's a very tall man. And he says, "And you, my knights, you have saved tonight, and thanks to you, there will be a winter's light. Now the moon is high and the clock ticks anew. My friends, I bid you goodbye, and may your wishes come true." So the king looks up, his hands reaching for the sky. His body begins to float, he begins to fly. His form becomes shapeless, devoid of color, until it bursts in a rainbow like no other. Magical beams shine across a painting of stars like a body of radiance full of beautiful scars. They move and shake across the great expanse, and you can't help but stare at this mesmerizing dance. Is there anything you wish to say or do at this moment?
Wow.
Mary Chrysler.
My nipples are cold.
Okay, all right. Well, you have completed your quest and overcome every test. You have made things right, and you saved the winter's light. So this story ends, and I hope that you remember that even in the dark, you can always find an ember. Even if you fail, if you tumble and fall, raise each other up. We can all stand tall. And finally, against all odds, dream and dare. And I hope you find those with whom your dreams you can share. And that's the end of Winter's Light. Yay! Good job,
Friendship.
guys! You saved Christmas! Winter's Light!
And on the way
crying,
down,
you're
I'm
crying.
gonna turn into a reindeer, and
Bro, what-
some people can ride on my back because maybe the shorter ones.
Sure. You guys all leave on the reindeer, and Rufus can fly now. and Gigante is on top of Rufus, flying with him.
The
Looking
Trash was
swole.
singing the Harry Potter theme, and I had this ready. The
Oh my god.
great timing.
Good job, guys. Awesome. So, we completed The Winter's Light. I hope you enjoyed playing. Did everyone like what happened?
I want a full Dr. Seuss book written by you now. New merch, please. Drop it down in the description.
Dr. Seuss.
Dr. Seuss. Anyway, folks, it was a little bit different from usual. So thank you for hanging out for the story and for I hopefully enjoying it. Before we leave you, I would like to give a chance for our table to once again say who they are and tell you where you can find them, and also if they have anything else to say, you may do that. Once again, thank you to all of them, and thank you to the people watching. So now we're gonna do it in the opposite direction. So we're gonna start with Hermie. Who are you and what do you do?
I'm Hermie. I exist.
Nice.
Sometimes. Especially, I enjoy D&D a lot, and I think I mostly appear now publicly when there are one-shots or whatnot. And that's it. Otherwise, you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, /Hermie Blake.
You can find her. All right, you can find her right there. The link is also in the Twitch chat. If anybody was watching the VOD, or if anybody is from YouTube, you can also watch the VOD on Twitch if you want. But I will leave the link in the description for all of the YouTube viewers so that you can find her. Now, Drake, my brave dragon, who are you and what do you do?
I'm Mick, twitch.tv/thislookmick. I play games variety usually. I swear I haven't converted to a Pokemon streamer. I just gotta catch them all at this point. And what I want to say to the end is that was very fun. Thank you for having me. It was truly a Christmas miracle.
Thank you, Mick, for hanging out. I appreciate it. And you played Bard in a very fun way. I believe that everybody here now likes Drake the Rapper a little bit more because of you. Now, moving forward to Gigante, our swole-ass goblin.
Dresh, I play, I draw on Twitch, and I'm running a D&D campaign on YouTube. That about it.
There you go. You can find him on Trash Tunes everywhere, because he got it everywhere. I don't. I have to have an underscore or a 1 next to my name. Anyway, let's move now to officials. Zelda, please. Who are you? What do you do?
I'm Your Mother is a Fish, and I play a lot of single-player games.
All right. She plays a lot of single-player games, and recently she completed one where she had to speak into the microphone and say in her mouth multiple times.
Mouth.
In their mouth, excuse me. All right, and now finally, my lovely girlfriend, Mizzy, please. Who are you, and where can we find you?
My name is Mizzy, and I sometimes stream Souls. And I want to thank to the lovely DM for inviting me and for transmitting such a beautiful message to everyone about Christmas.
Thank
and
you.
I didn't cry.
I held back mine this time because I too am I love Christmas stories. Anyway, thank you guys once again for watching and for hanging out. We really appreciate it. We hope to see you next time that we do this, which I don't know when it will be, but it will be sometime. We have a lot of things to do in my actual homebrew world. So hopefully we'll see you there when we have a one-shot or perhaps a campaign there. Anyway, take care, my friends. Enjoy your holidays. Merry
Bye.
Christmas, and may all your wishes come true. Bye-bye.